behalf of the Libertyville Wildcats, we would like to welcome you to Homecoming 2022. People involved in all facets of our interscholastic programs are expected to demonstrate respect for others and display good sportsmanship. Please welcome our guests, Lake Zurich High School. We would also like to remind all of you that while loyal fans are important to both teams, we want you to show respect for all of the players, both coaching staffs and our officials for this game. Your ticket is a privilege to observe the contest and not a license to verbally assault others. Please demonstrate good sportsmanship and appreciate good plays by both teams. Cheer for your team in a positive and supportive way. Our officials are here out of a dedication to us and to the sport. They have earned and deserve your respect as well. Abusive language or actions, obscene cheers, and personal attacks have no place in high school athletics. Anyone displaying inappropriate conduct will be escorted from the stadium and will not be allowed to return. Our kids are proud to play this game that they love in front of the fans that are important to them. They will do their best not to disappoint you. Please don't disappoint them. Let's all show good sportsmanship. Libertyville High School football games are events for the whole Libertyville community to enjoy. However, in order to make these events enjoyable for all spectators, there are policies in place for each home football game. Policies are as follows: no re-entry into the stadium. Once you leave, you may not return. And all 3 high school students must be in the stands sitting with a parent or guardian. Unsupervised children will be asked to contact the parents and sent home. Again, we want football games to be enjoyable and safe for all those in attendance. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the north end of the track where Coach Dale Eggert will introduce the newest members of the Wildcat Hall of Fame.
Wildcat fans, tonight you will be introduced to the second class of the Libertyville High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Our first inductee, Robert Tunnicliffe. Coach Tunnicliffe was hired in the fall of 1954 as our head football coach and the very first Libertyville High School athletic director. He was a football coach for 15 years, 85-42 record, won 4 conference championships, and then at the end of his career was inducted into the Illinois High School Football Coaches Hall of Fame. As an athletic director, he was in that position for 32 years. When he started, they had 4 male sports, no female sports. By the time he finished, there were 11 male sports, 11 female sports. He was inducted into Lake County High School Sports Hall of Fame. Bob Tunnicliffe, represented by his son Tom and daughter Amy and the rest of the Tunnicliffe clan. Next is Coach Tom Murphy. Tom came to Libertyville High School in the fall of 1971, and he was teaching in the social studies department, coaching underlevel boys basketball. For the 1979 season, he was offered the girls' head basketball position. He stayed in that role for 22 years, 454 and 142 record. He won 11 conference championships, 17 regional titles, 5 sectional titles. He took his 1983 and 1985 teams to the state tournament, the only girls basketball teams that qualified for state. He also coached underlevel soccer, both boys and girls, cross country, and track. He was inducted into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame and the Lake County High School Sports Hall of Fame. Coach Tom Murphy. For our athletes, from the class of 1935, Dorothy Weir. Dorothy passed away in 2003. She is represented today by her great niece, Sandy Eaton, and son, Dennis Kenny. Dorothy was at Libertyville High School long before Title IX was passed. She was given no interscholastic athletic opportunities, but she's very athletic, was involved in all the Girls Athletic Association sports, was the GAA president her senior year, voted the Newsom Award winner as the outstanding senior girl athlete. While she was in high school, though, she went out to the boys track and field practices and was learning all the weight throws, was encouraged to join the Chicago Hurricanes track club, and won some national honors. By 1939, she won her first U.S. women's javelin championship, her first of 11 straight. She would have been the favorite for the 1940 and 1944 Olympics, but it was canceled due to World War II. She got her chance in 1948, won the javelin Olympic berth, breaking the 16-year record set by Babe Didrikson Zaharias. She also qualified in the shot put and the discus, making her the only U.S. Olympian that ever qualified in all 3 weight events. Over at the Olympics in London in 1948, she took 4th place, 5 inches away from a bronze medal. Dorothy Weir, represented by Sandy Eaton and Dennis Kenny. From the class of 1965, Mike Dahl. Mike had a medical procedure that was going to keep him from coming up from Arkansas. He is represented today by the 1965 class president, M.J. Seiler. Mike was involved in 3 sports, cross country, basketball, and track. His top sport was basketball. He was a 2-time all-conference player. He was the conference scoring leader his senior year, as well as the Chicagoland area scoring leader. Late in his senior year, he put 51 points on Barrington, which was the conference scoring record at the time, breaking the old record of 48. That record stood for 45 years before it was broken in 2010. And 22 of those 45 years, there was a 3-point play that Mike did not have the advantage of getting. From Libertyville, he went to Oglethorpe College. He was a 4-year starter for Oglethorpe. His senior year, he was named All-American, led his team to the Division II Final Four, named to the Oglethorpe College Hall of Fame in 1990, and then still to this day is the only Libertyville High School basketball player ever drafted in the NBA by the Atlanta Hawks. Mike Dahl, represented by M.J. Seiler. Also from the class of 1965 is Jerry Rappeline. Jerry was a three-sport athlete: football, wrestling, baseball. Football was his top sport. He was a two-year starter at middle linebacker, all-conference. His senior year, he set the season scoring record for Libertyville High School for tackles, had 171, broke the old record of 120, and that record still stands today, by the way. And he only played, he only played in 8 games. They have 9 regular season games and playoffs, so if you're doing the math, that's averaging 22 tackles a game. He also was a 3-year starter and catcher for baseball, all-conference, 2-year starter in wrestling, conference medalist, went to Bradley University to play football, 4-year starting middle linebacker, 3-year All-State, 2-year MVP, and the team captain. Jerry Rappeline. From the class of 1974, Diane Miller. Diane, Title IX did not come into effect until her junior year, but she was playing a lot of golf before she ever could compete interscholastically. In fact, when she was a freshman, she had high enough scores that she could have been a starter on the boys' varsity golf team, but the IHSA wouldn't let her. They let girls wrestle with boys right now, but they wouldn't let them play golf back in the 70s. When she finally got her chance, she played golf and volleyball for Libertyville High School, but there was no state series. She went to the University of Illinois, played golf for the Illini. She won the Illinois Intercollegiates, second in the Big Ten, won the Midwest Regionals to qualify for her second national tournament. And then as post-college, she won the Illinois Women's Open, as well as qualifying for the U.S. Women's Open. Diane Miller. From the class of 1987, Terry Rogers. Terry was a 12-sport athlete, 4 years of volleyball, 4 years of basketball, 3 years of softball, and 1 year of soccer. And basketball was her top sport, a 3-year starting point guard, All-State her senior year, played basketball for Duke University, came out and got a social studies teaching job at New Trier. She is going to be starting her 24th year as the head New Trier coach, 594 wins, including 11 regional titles, 8 sectional titles, 4 trips to the state tournament, coming back with a second-place trophy and 2 third-place trophies. Terry Rogers. From the class of 1993, Randy Redrick. Randy was a swimmer for Libertyville High School. He was involved in 6 All-State finishes and 3 state championships. His first All-State finish was 7th place as a sophomore. His junior year, he won the 50 freestyle state championship, was a member of the 200-meter freestyle relay team that won the state championship, leading his team to 8th place, the highest swimming finish we'd had until the 2010s. His senior year, he repeated as the 50 freestyle state champion, 3rd in the 100 freestyle, and was on the freestyle relay team that took 9th and led his team to a 9th place finish. Randy swam for Ohio University. Randy Redrick. From the class of 1994, Matt Heldman. Matt passed away in 1999. He's represented today by his mom, Linda, and sister, Amy. Matt was a basketball player for Libertyville High School, 3-year starting point guard. He led his team his junior year to the Super Sectionals. His senior year led his team to state with a 24 point per game average, voted All-State. From Libertyville High School, he went to the University of Illinois, where as a 2-year starter for the Illini, his senior year, he had 10 points per game and leading to them 4th in the Big Ten. He played 1 year of professional basketball in Finland. Matt Heldman, represented by his mother Linda and sister Amy. All right, our team represented is the 2001 Girls Soccer State Champions. When they were juniors, they got to the state tournament, went out in the quarterfinal round, were definitely the favorites for the 2001 season. They had 1 regular season loss, that was to Evanston. After walking through the regionals and sectionals, in the semifinals. They took on that Evanston team that beat them previously, and they beat them 3-0. In the state tournament, they met Jacobs in the first round, beat them 4-0. In the semis, beat Glenwood 4-0. And in the finals, beat Sandburg 4-0. I'm going to read the players I've got on the sheet. Let's hope we got them. Lindsey Moore is here. Step out, Lindsey. All-State player and the Pioneer Press Player of the Year. Aaron Yark. All-Stater. Kristen Kuzieski. All-Conference Libertyville faculty member. You know her as Kristen Hauver. Molly Beard. All-Conference. Casey Conix. All-Conference. Joyce Kleinheinz. All-Conference. You know her as Joyce Amon. Lori Albers. Mallory Albers. Ashley Lockowitz. Mary Sturgeon. Sarah Yakupovich. Shannon Devine. Coaches. Head coach, Scott Shinto. Tom Hilletis, assistant coach. This is your 2022 Libertyville High School Athletic Hall of Fame class, and you can meet it and greet them under those tents anytime during the game. One more round of applause for the 2022 Hall of Famers.
and please welcome the Libertyville Wildcat Marching Band. Wildcat Football Parents Association President Ryan Wells would like to thank the LHS football team parents, Katrina Trudelar, Juliet Town, Jamie Friesen, Liz Bruckner, Amy Farmer, and Dana Wells, as well as board members Amy Gomez, Susan Van Boning, and Amy Diekenberg, for all of their hard work in making the 2022 football season the best possible experience for our Wildcat football players. Wildcat Football Parents Association would also like to recognize the 2022 Coach Who's Leadership Award winners, Nate Farmer, Tommy Lockhart, and Nolan Wiley. Now, in its 11th year, the Coach Who's Award is given annually to recognize senior football players who best exemplify the leadership qualities instilled by 18-year LHS head football coach Randy Kuziewski. Since inception, WFPA has contributed $30,000 to fund the Coach Who's Leadership Award. Visit wildcatsfootball.org to learn more.
Welcome to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex for our Week 6 North Suburban Conference League matchup between the Libertyville Wildcats and the Lake Zurich Bears. This is Kevin O'Neill with you. With me, as always, is Coach Mix.
I'm with you.
And Coach Davis is down on the sideline here as well. We'll be hearing from him in just a little bit. So Coach Mix, Lake Zurich, they have made the playoffs every year except once for the last 20 years. They're one of the most successful programs in the last 20 years in IHSA. Tell us what we see coming in tonight.
All right, well, they're sitting at 4-1 for the season with a 3-0 conference record. Big win last week. They broke a 30-game win streak in the conference by Warren last week by beating them 23-14. Amazing game. And 2 weeks earlier, they beat Stevenson at the buzzer with a 52-yard field goal by their senior kicker, Vukovic, I'm trying to figure out, which is a weapon in itself. So they're a tough team.
They always have success. They're always a good team. They never rebuild. They always reload. But there definitely seems to be something about this group. They didn't back down to Stevenson. they stood up and they punched Warren in the face and took it to them on Warren's homecoming, nonetheless. So you know they were up for it. And so this is a tough matchup for the Wildcats.
You start to wonder whether Warren was maybe looking ahead or wasn't taking. Maybe they just got bored after winning 30 straight. They didn't think they really had to worry about it. But makes me a little nervous for tonight's game. You got to be up for this challenge. It's going to be very difficult.
So the Bears are returning 4 starters on offense and 8 on defense, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you talk about the players who they are, receiver, quarterback, running back, and offensive lineman, and then their entire defensive backfield and linebacking core is returning from last year. So you've got
a lot of starters.
It's a lot of starters, and it's significant players, guys who are going to turn the tide of the game.
Sure, I think a name we're going to hear a lot about is Tyler Erkman. He's 6'2", 190. He was an all-NSC selection and a Daily Herald all-area pick after catching 23 passes last year and 3 touchdowns. But he also plays in the defensive backfield, which is what you were talking about. Tough player.
And he was the difference maker last week. He caught a 25-yard reception to keep the drive alive against Warren, and then he was able to haul down the touchdown pass. Now, one thing I will say is he had those 2 big plays that kept the game alive ahead to keep them ahead of Warren, but those were 2 of the only 3 passes he caught all night. And so they didn't target him a ton. And so if we can shut down those big plays, that's going to be a big deal for us, for the Wildcats tonight.
All right, their running back's also very experienced. Cal Grabowski, also an NSC selection.
Come on.
Yep, Grabowski.
Grabowski.
Chicago, right? He also plays linebacker. So just like Erkman, he's going to be on both sides of the ball. He made 73 tackles as a linebacker.
They also had another running back last week, Chris Peroni. He had 27 carries for 80 yards last week. So that was he was getting them, a yard and a half at a time. But in a game that's close like that against a very good Warren team, that's what you need. That's what you're going to have.
Well, hopefully the Cats are ready to go, bring their A game right from the get-go. Looks like we have a big crowd tonight. I heard it was a sellout. We had a soccer game right beforehand, so the crowd is still filing in. So let's take a look at what the Cats are going to do tonight.
Absolutely. So the Cats are coming into this game. Oh, here we go. We've got the starting defensive lineup here, and we've got a lot going on. So we've got a defensive backfield of Luke Williamson, Owen McDonald, Austin Gomez, and Chris Bennett. And they're going to be tasked with shutting down that good, very efficient Lake Zurich pass attempt. They don't pass a ton. As we said, Gondek was last week in the win was only 4 of 7, but for 115 yards.
Wow.
And so they're going to need to make sure they lock in and not get lulled into that 3 yards and a cloud of dust that Lake Zurich can do for you. The linebacking core tonight is Andrew Noman, Scotty Creel, Boyd Hunt of the Boy Palms tonight, by the way. He definitely shook his bootay. And Charlie Clark.
Excellent dancer.
And Charlie Clark, so that linebacking core, just as we're saying those defensive backs have to try and shut down that very efficient passing attack, those linebackers are going to have a heck of a job to do dealing with the Novocaine of handoff, and just shutting them down.
A lot of run plays, a lot of discipline. We'll see how the Cats do. Looks like we're going to stop for the national anthem, and then maybe we can hit the offense on the other side.
Yep. If we got one more quick minute before the national anthem, I don't want to forget the D linemen. I don't want to forget the big eaters right there. Cole Matalenko, Ethan Kendall getting his first start, and then Caleb Christensen, who holds down the job in the middle. Chances are pretty good you're not going to hear those guys' numbers called a ton tonight because they are going to be asked to take on a lot of double teams, a lot of stuff things at the point of attack, and try to open up things for the linebackers.
All right, do we have the offensive starters down there, guys? There we go.
So we've seen a lot from our offense. Coach, what do you want to talk about our specialty guys, or our ball handlers?
I think last week we saw that we had trouble with snaps, and we got to make sure that with our snaps they're solid tonight. We can't afford to turn the ball over. So that Shambo getting the snap and getting it to Charlie True is going to be important tonight.
Yeah, and then we've got our 2 big receivers, Christian Gavrik and Luka Nikolic. They're going to be on the receiving end of a lot of balls from Quinn Chambeau. You know, it's weird. We did the game here last week, Coach Mitch, but I feel like we didn't call those numbers a lot last week because we were dominating the game against Waukegan so much we didn't put the ball up in the air all that much. So Kristen Gavrik and Luka Nikolic are going to have to kind of get back into the groove of things. And I know that's something that they and Chambeau and the offensive coaches have been working on this week. And then we've got the big eaters up front. We obviously want to make sure the snap is going good. We've got big TP. Tyler Patterson is back in the lineup. He's been sidelined for a few weeks with an injury. We've got Vena, Richter, TVB, Theo Schmidt, all of those guys. And they're going to be tasked with really holding back a defensive line of Lake Zurich that isn't huge, but is scrappy, and they are good hand fighters. And that's how they play D-line. That's the guys that they look for at D-line.
So it sounds like they want to keep their linebackers freed up in order to fill those gaps and make those tackles.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, if you had a decade straight of Sanborns, that would probably be your philosophy as well.
For those of you who don't know, that was the Bears' active linebacker last week,
Yep.
Jack Sanborn. We called his number a lot when he was playing for Lake Zurich.
Hey, and I forgot to say the tight end, Antonio Oliveri. He's going to be getting the job done blocking just as much as catching balls tonight. So we will take a moment here and turn it over to the marching band for the national anthem, the best band in the land, as they come out. And we'll see you on the other side of the national anthem.
It's time for Homecoming 2022. We welcome your marching Wildcats to the field under the direction of senior drum major Violet Biggs. We welcome our visitors, the Lake Zurich Bears. Now, please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Conducted by LHS Marching Wildcats Director Matt Karnstedt, LHS Class of 2008. The flag flies at the north end of the stadium.
we're back. Thank you to the marching band for that excellent rendition of the national anthem. The guys are lining up on the sideline. Cheers and palms, got them ready to go. We're going to throw it down to Coach Davis right now on the sideline. Coach Davis, tell us what you got.
Coach O'Neill, how are you guys doing up there in the booth?
Outstanding. How's the vibe down there?
It's awesome. It's a wonderful night here at the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex. Before we came on the broadcast tonight, the LHS Athletics Hall of Fame class for this year of 2022 was inducted here on the stadium. Coach Eggert did a wonderful job, as always.
All from memory, too.
All from memory for the Wildcats. So it's been a great night so far. We had the homecoming court, sellout crowd here tonight at the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex. Great night tonight. And I can hear you guys. You can hear me. We're ready to rock and roll for a great broadcast.
We're playing with house money right
Let's
now,
go.
Coach Davis.
Let's
I
go.
love it. All right, so as the players take the field and led out by the cheerleading Poms, and they head over to the student section, we had a great assembly today right at the end of the day, Coach. Very spirited group. The place was packed. Color wars were going. Everybody was good. It was exciting. And we're really going to need every bit of that excitement and energy to match up against this tough Lake Zurich Bears team.
Well, just taking a glance down the bleachers here, it is packed. So far, it looks like about half of the Lake Zurich student section is filled, but I'm sure they'll be late arriving. They usually travel pretty well.
They do.
But right now, we are holding down the fort. We got a lot of people here. It's going to be great, great atmosphere, and Cats are ready to go.
So again, conference game. The Cats are Lake Zurich is 3-0 in conference, and the Wildcats are 2-1 with the loss to Warren a couple weeks ago. Last year, this was a really big game for the Wildcats. The Cats beat Lake Zurich 30-19 last year, which was about the most I can remember us putting up on Lake Zurich in a while, Coach. So that was an absolutely huge win for us last year. And you know Lake Zurich remembers that. And you also know that our coaches know that Lake Zurich remembers that.
Yes, they do. I'm sure they do. And we just got to take care of business. Looks like the Cats are going to kick off to start the game. We missed the coin toss. I don't know if we deferred or not, but Gavrick is going to kick it from the far hash, from right to left as we're looking here.
So Gavrick will do the kicking from the, like you said, from the hash. We've been mixing it up. We noticed that last week against Evanston. Kind of trying to give different looks. Sometimes Luke Compare does the kicking.
Looks like Bedoin, and I can't see the far side.
So the Bears only have 4 men up front also, 3 men back.
Ball goes out to the left-hand side, brought back toward the middle. Got a little bit of hole, trying to get to the sideline. Catcher trying to slow him down. Good tackle out around the 36-yard line. That was Tyler Erkman, who we talked about pregame.
There's a flag also on the field, and the Cats are pointing. Seems like it's going back. Looks like a hold at the point of attack. Coach Davis, what obviously better field position any offense would like, but the way Lake Zurich plays this game, does it make a big difference where they start with the ball?
10-yard penalty, spy the foul, first down.
So the Bears will take over back at about their own 20. So that negates a decent return right there.
All right, let's see what kind of offense they set up here. Gondrak is their quarterback. Looks like Grabowski's in the sidecar to the right.
Late motion there by the Cats, making sure they're matched up.
One receiver tight to the left. Inside handoff. Along the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 2. Met there by, looked like number 56. I don't have a number 56. Is that a bad read on my part? 58 maybe?
Could be 58, Dylan. He's O-line.
Oh, 66. There, maybe 66. Cole Metalenko.
Yep, that'd be Cole
That'd be
Metalenko. The orange on the black, it looks really sharp, but it's kind of hard to see the contrast.
These old eyes are struggling with them all.
These eyes.
Yeah, don't sing.
Okay.
Okay.
So 2nd and 7 is what Coach Goris has it marked at here.
Wide receiver wide left this time. Inside handoff again. Pushes forward to about, Cats are rallying. Gonna hold him at about the 26-yard line, which will bring up about a 3rd and maybe long 3, maybe 4. And we got a stoppage here.
Play clock should be at 40 seconds.
So the referees are working with our play clock crew of Matt Thompson and Brian Zurkowski, head baseball and basketball coaches respectively.
Erkman is in the slot this time.
So 3rd and 5.
Gondek.
Oh, our clock went down a little bit there.
Looking right, out into the flat, rail in. Oh, got to make that tackle. Oh, got a first down. Erkman made a nice catch.
Had him on the initial play.
Austin Gomez timed it out right, just couldn't bring him down.
Nice play by Erkman to kind of duck under right there.
So it'll be a first down at around the 35-yard line.
So we'll take a look at that here. Nice quick pitch to the quick throw to the outside. Some pressure coming, and Gomez was there. Just went a little too high, and Erkman just kind of slipped it under there.
Might have thought he could have got that interception. I think he might have been looking at that too. All right, so Gondrick back under, in the pistol, handoff inside again, bouncing it outside. That's the other running back that you were talking about, Peroni. That was a nice little run. Looks like he gained 6. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
That's a pretty big gain there on that play. Coaches would like to see that held back for a little bit less. 2nd and 4 really kind of opens up the options in their playbook.
Peroni to the sidecar on the left. Erkman is wide right. Tight trips on the left-hand side, looks like. A little bit of motion. Another hand up. Nope, fake. And keeper. Catch rally.
So, Coach Davis, can you hear us down there? Is that a read by the quarterback there, do you think, or is that an automatic give? Okay. Okay. So we'll look for some more. So we'll look for some more of that.
Okay, we got a 3rd and 2 from the 43-yard line. Another inside handoff. Man, at the line of scrimmage, and the Cats are rallying. I think he's going to be short. I think it's going to be 4th down. It is very close.
Oh, one referee marked that significantly closer than the other one. Going to see where they mark it. Oh, no, they went ahead and gave him the first down. Wow. I thought he was short, Coach, on that initial contact.
I did too. All right, that's going to bring up 1st and 10. Now the Bears are out at the 47-yard line.
And this is just what we were talking about. This is nothing fancy. This looks like it's 1994 again, Coach. They're in, tight end, little lock position. You saw that tight trips, and they're just playing some smash mouth football here.
Gondrak, hands off this time. Oh, catcher stringing it out. Looks like number 21, Bremen. Catch rally, push him out, maybe after a gain of 5?
Yeah,
I thought they had him hemmed in there for a little bit.
Had a chance for a loss there, which would have been absolutely huge. But Bremen was able to kind of turn the corner there and end up picking up 4. Those are the kind of plays that start to hurt you a little bit, because instead of it being 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 9, now it's a manageable 2nd and 5.
All right. Another inside handoff to Peroni. Ooh, got a push. Line did a nice job pushing forward. He didn't get contact till like 3 yards down the field, and he's across for another first down.
And he hit that hole fast, man, and that hole was moving downfield, like you said. That was you see where he got all those yards on those carries last week. So Cats need to dig in here. They did have a pretty good streak with bending but not breaking, and now they're on the other side of the field. So let's see if we can get something here. Ooh, high snap.
Peroni again, this time trying to bounce it out to the right. He's met in the hole. Nice tackle.
See,
who's that, number 5? Andrew Newman.
That's something that we're so used to seeing, is the high snap throwing off our timing, and I think we finally got to see the opposition do it there, and it just wasn't quite as clean as it has been.
So 2nd and 11, it looks like. So he lost about a yard. Now they bring in the big boy. Cal Grabowski's in the backfield with him. He is big. Erkman comes out far right here.
We look for pass here. Yep,
Fake
it is
left.
a pass.
Throwing to the left side wide open. Oh, going down the sideline, pushed out at around the 15-yard line. Did you get a number on that, Coach?
Yeah, that was number 19, Jackson Piggott. Very well drawn up play. They just went underneath our zone. And you see right here, we had good coverage in the back and just right underneath the zone there.
Found that hole in the zone. All right, so that's going to bring up a first and first and 10 from around the 23-yard line. Bouncing it outside. Nice tackle there by number 33, Chris Bennett. It's a gain of 2. Going to bring up gave him a 3, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 down around the 19-yard line.
But again, with the exception of that 18-yard pass play, this has just been little chunks at a time, little pieces at a time.
Meat and potatoes. Erkman wide right. Fake outside, runs it back inside. Good penetration that time by the Cats. Looked like number 34, Charlie Clark, was able to get a hold of Peroni before he got ahead of steam. So he's going to actually lose about a yard on that.
Nice stunt call by Coach Budge right there, bringing Charlie Clark from that strong side. Figuring they were going to go weak on that to Erkman's side. So real nice stunt and well executed by Charlie right there.
So 3rd and 6, maybe 7. Erkman
Pass.
Throwing out to Erkman. We got a rally. Good tackle that time. Going to be short. It's going to be about 4th and 2.
Luke Williamson on the tackle, homecoming court. And then Andrew Newman coming over there also. Newman is such a sure tackler, and he's been fighting injuries and just kind of struggling through. But now we know they have a weapon here, Coach, don't they?
Right, they're bringing in Grabowski. They're bringing in the big running back.
Oh, they're going for it.
Yep.
I was even wondering if they go field goal here.
Nope, they're going for it.
4th and 2. I love the call. Let's see what the Cats have to answer.
Erkman is way spread out left. Inside handoff to Grabowski. They call it, blow it dead.
Wonder if the Cats called a timeout there.
Nope, we have a flag coming.
Cheaters.
Dead ball. False start. Offense.
That helps.
5-yard penalty.
Now we'll see. Will we see the field goal kicker now? Yep, here they come.
Right, yeah, so Coach Ron Plants right now decides he's going to go ahead. Now this kicker, Vukovic, all he's done is kick a game winner, 52-yarder against Stevenson, and he has another 49-yarder in his career. So this is virtually a chip shot for him.
All right, this is only going to be, 37-yarder. So for him.
I'd be curious what the Cats have done this week to prepare for this. Maybe we'll get some perspective on that later, because you know this weapon is available.
Snap is up, and the kick is far, but wide.
Wide!
Wide to the right. We'll take it.
That's big. So once again, the Cats defense bends but doesn't break.
Yeah.
Gets a little help from a jump there by the offense. And Vukovic, who has been so automatic, is held out.
That would have been good from 50, but it was wide right. We'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll get to see the Cats come out on offense. They're going to take over at about right at the 20. They're going to mark it. So we'll see how this plays out. We know that Quinn Shambo is going to be the quarterback. Probably a big dose of Charlie True and Christian Gavrick. And just as we thought, trips right, one receiver left, coming in motion. Shambo with a quick flip inside. No room for him to run there. That was Caleb Grinter. Think maybe got back to line of scrimmage. Would they mark it? Nope, they're going to mark him loss of 1.5. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
So Grinter getting back on the field after missing time early in the season. He adds some dynamic running that we would like to see. We've talked a lot about seeing if we can get somebody to take some carries for Charlie True, add a little more speed to the offense, and like to see Caleb getting in there, getting some chances.
2 receivers left, inside handoff. Looks like True hits the hole hard, gets maybe 3 or 4, It's still going to bring up 3rd and long. It's going to be about 3rd and 9, 3rd 8.5.
So this is tough because now you have a sophomore quarterback as talented as Quinn is in a sure throwing situation deep in your territory. And so you've got Nikolic, you've got Gavrick out here.
Gavrick's way out, trips to the left.
Plays coming in from Coach Ori.
Shambo takes a snap, is looking left, looking left, looking left. He's got Gavrick. Nice pass. Gavrick's going to take it out to about the 42-yard line. I saw Gavrick came up to the defender, hesitated, and then made a hard cut inside. And that's when Shambo hit him right on the run. It was perfect.
So excellent protection, first of all, up front from the Cats, because Shambo had all the time he needed to sit here and read and allow Gavrick, just like you said, to make that cut. And that was a long progression. Give the offensive line credit for giving him that time, and give Shambo credit for being patient and letting Gavrick get into the open spot.
Almost in a little bit of an I formation, a fake. He's rolling right.
Ooh.
Oh, he had, who was that out there? Was that Charlie True? I think he had Charlie True open. Yep, it was Charlie True.
You know, I love that play call. We haven't seen a lot of play action rollout from the Cats, so that's something that Lake Zurich doesn't have a lot of film on. And at the very least, that makes them respect that and makes them not just able to hone in on Charlie in the middle there.
Gavrick's in the slot this time, 2 receivers left. Charlie True to the left in the sidecar. Dinklenberg looks on the far side in tight at the tight end. Hand off to True. Oh, nowhere to go. Hit in the backfield. Good penetration. That was number 3, Tyler Berkeley for the Bears. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14, 15. Yep. Another long passing down. I feel like it's going to be key for us to kind of stay ahead of the sticks there a little bit in this
For
game.
sure. And that, you know, it's when you have a young quarterback, that's always the key. And again, I keep calling him young. He's an extraordinarily talented young man, but he just doesn't have as many high leverage situations for him to kind of call back on.
Gavrick's all the way out right. We got trips to the right. We got a roll to the right. Good blocking. Is he going to throw? He does. He throws. I can't tell. Are they calling it a catch or incomplete?
Lake Zurich sideline says no, and then the ref agrees with him. Good job by Quinn extending that out, making more time there. And also good job by the offensive line. You saw Trenton Van Boeing pulling out and just clearing a path for him.
What I really liked about that play, I know it wasn't successful, but Shambo only put the ball where Gavrick had a shot at it. And there were a lot of Bears out in that flat, and he threw it only where Gavrick could have a shot at it.
That's a great call, Coach. Great call.
All right, so we got 4th and 14.
Quinn off the left foot. Oh, got under this one a little bit.
It's going to go out of bounds at around the 40. They're going to give it the 41-yard line. All right, that'll be where the Bears take over. 1st and 10 from, they're still trying to decide.
Looks like they're bringing it all the way out to the 45.
46. All right. So was it the back judge or the referee who lines it up with the sideline and gave the angle and
consults with the Jupiter in the 7th house of
brings out the protractor. All right, Peroni in the sidecar to the left. Gondrek still a quarterback. Erkman out here wide right. Inside, fake inside. Oh, almost had him.
Now he's got a lot of
room. Got a lot of room out here. Cutting down the angle, pushing him out of bounds is that Nikolic out there? No, 33. I'm sorry, not 13. Chris Bennett finally ran him out of bounds. I thought Charlie Clark had him in the backfield, just couldn't quite get him down.
Yeah, Gondek just able to outrun him there. It's a nice play. They haven't run that one yet. They made it look like that counter, but that time Gondek kept it and took it out and had a lot of room.
All right, Erkman wide right. Inside hand of Peroni. Nice rallying to the ball. When our linemen get their hands on him, tough to get away. That was Caleb Christensen. It looked like on the first contact, so it's going to bring up, 2nd and 11?
Looked like Drumkey was in on that play too. Matt Drumkey got in on that tackle, cleaned up a little bit. Owen McDonald coming down from his corner position. So that's a big play right there. Coach Budge dialed up a perfect stunt right for that play call. So now 2nd and 11.
Erkman out left. Throws out to Erkman. Got him this time. He's going to gain maybe 3, 4. Still going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7.
Now, here's something I saw there, Coach, is that Gondek, he's only thrown the ball 4 times tonight, including that one, but the 3 previous he was able to throw right in rhythm, right when he wanted to. That one he had to hesitate and double clutch and pull it down. And I don't know if that was because of our coverage or if because he and the receiver weren't on the same page, but I'd like to see more of that than the in-rhythm one.
Absolutely. The big package is in. We got Grabowski in the backfield, left to the sidecar, 3 receivers, 1 left, 2 right. Erkman in the slot.
Stay at home, boy, stay at home.
Looking right, looking outside. Come up, make that hit. Nice tackle.
It's Luke Williamson coming in, getting low, making sure he isn't going anywhere. It's going to be a 4th and about 3.
Andrew Newman in on that also.
Hello, Newman. So now interesting call here for Coach Platts. It's 4th and 4. They feel pretty confident being able to go for it. They're going to take it to quarter and think about it a little bit. Well, we have a second here. Tomorrow is the annual homecoming parade. It starts at 9:30. Due to construction on Milwaukee Avenue, they're going to use a different route. The parade's going to start at the metro station, head south on Brainerd Avenue, and then west on 176 to end at the high school. So we can't wait to see everybody there. Stuco put on a great assembly today. I had 4 small people, or 3 small people, 1 medium person there. Maggie, Claire, Annie, and Shannon were all at the assembly, and from what I understand, they're all watching right now before bed. So thank you guys, Mr. Mix.
I know you couldn't see it at home, but Coach O'Neill, as he was giving that route, man, he was using his hands and he was showing us how we're going. I hope you could all feel it at home, because I felt it right here.
Want to make sure nobody gets lost.
I get you. The angle as Brainerd turned to the right there. I liked it.
Yeah.
You had it going.
So I'm really curious what the Bears are going to do here, because Vukovic is such a weapon, but he was off on his last one.
Well, Grabowski's in the game. He's in the backfield, so it looks like they're going. 4th and maybe a long 3. What do you got? Yeah, a long 3 it looks like to me. Erkman is in the slot. Playing off him. Now we're going to come up and double him, it looks like. Looks right. He's flushed out.
He's running. He's running.
Going for it. And he gets outside. He's got the 1st down. Nice scramble there for about 8 yards. He's going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 22, 23-yard line.
It's unfortunate. Kent's had the coverage there, had him bottled up. He kind of made a decision that he was going to run pretty early on there. We just lost Contain on the outside. Much like I lost my mind for a second and didn't think my wife also, who is watching. So, wifey, thank you for keeping the girls up so we could watch and tuning in from home.
All right, Gondak fades back, looks, throws into the slot. He's got Erkman. Hit early by Owen McDonald.
So besides that one pass play, that one first pass play, we've really been pretty sure on our tackling, but they're still picking up 5 at a time. But as long as we don't let them get the big ones, that's what's really going to be huge for the Cats here.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 6. Gondak and Peroni still in the backfield. Erkman is going to be in the slot. I've noticed this series of downs, they've gone with 3 receivers primarily, which is unlike the first couple series.
Spread the Cats'
Fake,
defense out a little
throw,
bit.
Bubble
that
screen.
tunnel screen.
Oh, he's going to go all the way.
Wow.
Number 19, Jackson Piggott.
So that bubble screen was added to Lake Zurich's repertoire when the now head coach of St. Pat's added that in. He came from Lakes High School, and that was his bubble screen. He brought it to Lake Zurich, and he's been out for a few years now, but they still run that, and man, did they run that beautifully right there.
Here's a quick look at it. Look at that, wide open.
And he waited for it to set up.
So also, I called it a bubble screen, you called it a tunnel?
A tunnel screen. It's
semantics,
yeah.
same thing? Okay.
So, Coach Davis, that bubble screen, been the bane since Luke installed that here for Lake Zurich a few years back.
It is. It's been one of kind of their go-tos every time they need the big play. Remember quite vividly in 2018, that one kind of busting it open in a close game.
Vukovic makes sure of that one.
Goes all the way to the tennis courts.
Kicks it to the tennis courts.
All right, 7-0 Bears on top with 11:06 left in the second quarter. See if the Cats can stay ahead of the sticks here, get something going on offense.
So what do we got to see on offense out of these guys, Coach Davis?
You know, I think the big thing is just being ahead of the sticks here. You saw it back when the Cats were able to get positive momentum going on first down. It goes back to the, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Shack's keys to the game don't really change all that often because it's the same keys each week about putting the offense in good situations on early downs. That, I think, is the key here as we look at the second drive, third drive here for the Cats.
This is going to be our first look at Vukovic on the kickoff here.
Coach Mix, if I was a betting person, which I am, I'm thinking a touchback here.
That's what I'm thinking. I still think they're chasing that extra point down. That went out past the lights. That was impressive. All right, kicking from the far hash. Kicking from the far hash is Vukovic. And we are lined up at the goal line. Coach, you got numbers for me?
Looks like Compare.
Luke Compare on this side.
Can't see the other side. Austin Gomez sometimes back there.
And it's going right, and it's going to come down in the end zone. For
Only
a touchback.
halfway through the end zone, though. That was practically nothing.
Could that have been Scott Johnson or number 20? Number 20 looked like. Drake Johnson?
Drake Johnson, that sounds right.
All right. Drake Johnson is back for that kick. So the Cats will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
So the offense needs to get together a little drive here. Got together some good plays. Good plays become first downs become touchdowns. And it's really going to start with the offensive line. They need to establish that line of scrimmage. Charlie True hasn't had an inch of daylight yet when he's gotten the ball. Good shot of Coach Budge there talking to his defense.
Little inside action.
Is that Rocco?
Looks like Rocco's in it, taking a series at quarterback.
So trying to maybe get a little change of pace here. Rocco, a very talented runner. Oh, it looks like Quinn's coming back on, so that was a shot there. Change things up, see if they could catch the Bears off guard.
A little Wildcat, but
yeah,
he's also a quarterback, right? So
correct.
Maybe something to think about for later for the Bears.
Right, force them to address.
Okay. Two receivers out left, Gavrick and Compare. Chambeau back at quarterback, True, Sykar. Fake inside hand up, they got a rush.
Pressure.
Oh, and he spins away.
Spins away
Looking
for
right.
another.
He's looking for help. He's throwing it long, he's got to
Overthrown.
go.
So nifty moves by Chambeau, escaped from two guys, and then Luca was trying to figure out where he was going to go with it. That also shows you the arm strength of Chambeau. Watch him as he shakes. That's the first guy that he shook. Second guy comes, he's on the run, and he puts that ball 40 yards downfield. I don't know that Luca knew that he would be able to get that out there.
All right, well, we got a 3rd and 12, something we were hoping not to get into, 3rd and longs again. Looks like we got nope, someone's running off fast. 3 receivers.
Drake Johnson realizing this isn't his player package here.
Looks like we're going to have to take a timeout.
Call timeout.
Coaches are unhappy.
Some confusion there.
Libertyville.
Coach Christensen upset with his receiving core. Trying to make sure guys know where they're supposed to be. Looked like 2 guys ended up in the same spot. And then Drake very quickly hustled off to make sure there wasn't 12 men on the field. Shot of Coach Henneberry there. Coach Ori talking to the offense.
Well, we're going to be 3rd and long again, Coach. What do you think?
I mean, I really like seeing Quinn roll out. I like seeing him. He is a running threat. He's not as fast as Rocco, obviously, but we've also seen him be able to throw on the run. And so I think that's going to be an important thing. And it helps keep the Bears honest. They have to stay at home. They can't just go hell-bent for fury and pin their ears back and go at him.
All right, see what we get dialed up here. Shambo is staying in the game at quarterback. Nikolic way out here to the right. 3 receivers out to the right, and Gavrik all by himself out on the left-hand side. True in the right sidecar. Snap back. Looking right, looking right, looking right, still looking right. He's got a receiver open in the middle. First down. Nice pass, nice play design. That was Nikolic. Threw it out to about the 31-yard line, right along the hash mark, and Shambo was right on mark. Nice pass.
And you can see why I'm up here in the booth, Coach, because just like I said, they dropped him straight back, stayed right in the pocket, and let him just wait for that to develop.
But on the other hand, your hands were showing us that you were cutting around to the side.
So,
all right, 1st and 10. At the 33-yard line, inside handoff to True. Kind of stutter steps. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage, and he got wrapped up.
yeah, that just looked janky from the get-go. That didn't develop the way the Cats need that to. Big TVB talking to some other offensive linemen about getting a little bit more of a push out there.
When Charlie True gets ahead of steam, he's tough to bring down, but he can't even get his feet going before they're in his face. So
Right.
2nd down and about a long, maybe a short 12.
The old short 12.
Short 12. Looks like they got 2 double coverage out here on Gavrik. 2 receivers left. Try not to let Gav beat him out here. Quick throw into the flat, another bubble screen. That one was sniffed out by number 41, Lincoln Adams for the Bears. So it's going to bring up another 3rd and long. We're back to 3rd and 11.
Lincoln Adams, a junior, started as a linebacker as a sophomore on this group. And so it came up with a big play for them against Warren last week. See the Cats looking in at Coach Ori, everything getting signaled in from the side. Coach Christensen gives formations, Coach Ori gives plays. Got Coach Shack upstairs in the booth on the headset with Coach Ori.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left.
Empty backfield.
Empty. Shambo is going to keep it, looks for a hole. Maybe got across the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 4th and 9.
So I get the logic trying to do there, spread them out, see if you can get the Bears spread out, get Quinn underneath, but the Bears just stayed at home. They're pretty confident with their linebackers and their defensive backs in coverage. All those guys returning starters from last year. So they're comfortable with their 4D linemen just staying right at home right there.
Shambo with the kick.
There we
Line
go.
drive down the left-hand side.
Get the roll.
Rolling out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Good kick. So that's going to give the Bears 1st and 10 with 8 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half from their 24-yard line.
So I feel a big difference last year when the Cats made the Bears punt. We had a couple excellent punt returns, a few 20-yard punt returns, and that gave the Cats field position, and that really set them up for success last year. We need to keep the Bears pinned back, not give them a short field like we did on the last one, their ultimate scoring drive. So this is a good start for the Cats.
Inside hand up to Peroni, bounces it out, wrapped up. Nice tackle on the edge. Number 6, Austin Gomez. Yep.
Gomez, one of the many members on this team who's played some quarterback at somewhere through his high school ranks and has found his home at safety, coming down hard, an all-state wrestler for Coach Eggert's guys.
Looks like Gondrik's back in the game now. Erkman's coming out far left. Peroni in the sidecar. 2nd and 9.
Oh, they jumped. They went early.
Got
Oh,
it.
good pressure.
Pressure. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Really love the effort. Was that Ryan Wilson in there? Did I see number 85? Ryan Wilson?
83.
83. That makes more sense. Cole Bonder. Cole Bonder took a great angle. He got penetration. He was in, and then he saw that he wasn't going to be able to get Gondek, so he cut that angle flat to cut him off from getting upfield. We saw Gondek do that on the last time he scrambled, was able to turn and go.
Nice play. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Sorry, Ryan, if you watch this later, I should have known better, buddy. That's my fault.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left.
3rd and long. This is where we got to keep him. Come on
Gondek
now.
looks right toward Erkman. Got some over in the
Oh.
middle. Nice pass. Gain of about 13. It's going to be a first down out to the 36-yard line for the League Zurich Bears.
Gosh, and Cats were there. We had a couple defenders right hovering around it, but Gondek put that ball right in the breadbasket. I mean, any way on either side from there, I think the Cats would have had a shot at knocking that down. But perfect pitch and catch.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers right. Inside hand up to Peroni. Grabbed early in the backfield.
I think that was Bonder again. Or no, I lied. Caleb Christensen.
I thought maybe Cole Metalenko, 66.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Coach. I think that was Metalenko. Also a wrestler. Came in, took his 1-yard penetration, went straight down the line, and was able to get that. 2nd and long for the Bears here as we get under 6.5 in the half. Boy, this is flying by.
Quick to the line. Inside hand up, Peroni. Bounces it
tackle him.
outside. Going to get close to a first down again. They're going to mark him down at the 45, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 1. That was interesting. Quick to the line. Hold in your head here, Coach. Tell us.
We had him back there. It was a good, sure tackle by Chris Bennett, but we had him at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. And it looked like we just kind of were standing around waiting to see who was going to go instead of collapsing on him there. And tip your hat. Oh, and there they go.
Quick again. Quarterback sneak, pushing forward. Tough to defend.
Yeah, so Lake Zurich does this every once in a while. They have that as their quick hurry up. They usually only have 2 or 3 plays out of it. We've seen 2 of them right now. So we'll see if they continue that, or if now that they got the first down, they kind of settle back in. It's Coach Henneberry talking with Tyler Patterson on the right there and TVB right next to him. Coach Henneberry going over some of the offensive line responsibilities, I'm sure.
Erkman's over here to the short side. Peroni in the sidecar. It's going to be a keeper. He's running right. There's a lot of room out there. He's got a 5-10. Through the secondary. They'll have to chase him down. 10-yard, 5. Touchdown. Touchdown for Ashton Gondrick.
That is such a well-executed play. That's the 2nd time they ran that. And they were just able to look at them clearing out, and then he cuts back against the grain. And just a great athletic play by Gondek. And that's what Coach Jones was talking about, really needing to avoid is the big plays, because these guys are going to get you. They're going to Novocaine you, but those big plays are just like daggers in the heart.
So with 5:13 left to go in the first half, Bears push it out to 13-0. Vucevic on for the kick. Sends it deep over the scoreboard, and the kick is good. So chasing 2 full scores here, Coach.
Hey, math team, Coach.
Math team.
Math team took first place by 45 points at the first meet of the season.
They're smart.
Perfect papers by Jack Davis and Ian Lee.
They're smart.
Yeah, they are. If you want to join the fun, Math Team meets every Tuesday after school in Mr. Brenner's room, 235. Be there, ready for this?
I'm ready.
Or be a rhombus with a right angle.
Let me guess. That must be a triangle?
I do believe.
Square. All right, yeah.
I do believe that would be a square.
Math's hard.
It is hard.
Looks like we got Coach Davis downstairs getting ready to fire it up again with some information. We'll see when he's ready and on.
So we'll throw it down to Coach Davis now.
Coach O'Neill, you guys got me up there now. I can hear it.
We
We're
got
good to go.
We got
All
you.
right. Yeah, I know. On that last one, like you guys were saying, they did a really nice job of getting that formation going right there to the field. We're able to create that crease for Gondrick. Plus, I also got to throw in, too, that sophomore math team coach, she's pretty awesome. Now, I'm married to her, too. But they do an awesome job there with that rhombus with a right angle as a square. So that's about all the math I know. I've exhausted myself for the evening on the math front.
Well done.
All right. Another kick into the end zone. That one was a little bit further, maybe 2/3 of the way back. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats. So what's your favorite geometric shape, Coach?
I don't know that I could come up with another one. Right? Is a trapezoid a thing?
I'm a simple man. I like a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is square? Every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square.
I don't know. It gave me a headache.
Sorry.
That's all right.
All right, so the Cats offense is going to come out here, and they got to get a drive together. I think there's just no doubt about that at this point, that they need to put something together. Ultimately, you'd like it to end up with points on the board, but just for their own confidence right now, you got to string a couple first downs together.
I don't want to look too far ahead, but you got to be thinking we got to score here, and then we get the ball right after halftime. See if we can string a couple together. 3 receivers right. Quinn, bubble screen. A little bit of blocking. Oh, nice rally and tackle. That was Erkman. Erkman came up and hit Drake Johnson. Still a nice play. Gain of like 6. Looked like it could have gone for a little bit more, but Erkman, man, he came up quick.
Yeah, he had 21 tackles last year in limited time in the defensive backfield, and he came up and got Johnson quick. Nice play, though. Rolled Quinn out a little bit, got him going to his left.
And it was a first down play, which is big.
Right. So now sets up a 2nd and manageable 4 for the Cats.
Gavrick out left.
Grinter in the backfield here.
Fake inside hand, throws out. Oh, Gavrick out on the flat. Going to get out to the 40. Going to be a first down and 10 from the Cats 40-yard line. Nice little drive going here, staying ahead of the sticks. Let's do it again, boys.
Yeah, I want to give the referee props on his spot there, too. Gavrick's hand planted inbounds before the rest of his body went down out of bounds, and the ref spotted the ball where his hand went down.
And that's a good thing?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
All right, just checking.
So plays coming in. The Bears are walked up everywhere.
All right, 2 receivers left. Gavrick out here to the right on the short side. It's like Grinter in the back. Fake inside half. Shambo rolling right, not getting any help. He's going to get sacked. Going to be a loss of 2 or 3. He was waving for some help.
So that last play before this one was the first play I've seen them play off on Gavrick when they didn't have somebody over the top to help. And I think maybe Shambo was looking for that look again, but this time the Bears were right up in his face, and he just didn't have time for anything to develop before the defensive line got on him.
All right, so it ended up being a loss of about 4. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 14. 2 receivers on each side stacked. Grinter's going in motion.
I like that. Get him out there.
Quick pass. Oh, missed block. Nice quick pass. Was that number 2? Was that La Vista?
Yeah, that was out to Rocco.
Got maybe 2 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
I think if we got a chance to look at that again, and when they get a chance to look at that on films, I think Quinn's going to wish he went out to Grinter there, who had kind of a head of steam and some open field out there. But that comes from not a lot of playing time. Without Grinter getting game time, you're not used to that. You're not used to looking for that.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Nope. Now we're coming in motion. Now we're going back. Nate Callis stays in the slot on the far side. Looking right. There's a little bit of a gap. Shambo's going to run. Gets closed down quickly. David Herrera with the tackle there. It's going to bring 4th down for the Cats at about the 40-yard line. And Lake Zurich looks like they're going to grab a timeout.
Coach Davis, what are you seeing down there, sir?
Coach O'Neill, one of the things as you guys were in there talking about the Lake Zurich defense, this is Coach Plans' I believe, like 3rd or 4th year, but he took over for Coach Dave Proffitt, who is a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator, coaching out at Antioch right now, or was a few seasons ago. As you notice here, the Bears have been in for years this 3-3 stack defense. One of the things to look at is the strongest players on that Lake Zurich team are always right down the center. So at the nose guard, free safety, Mike linebacker positions, that's where, as I heard you guys on the open talk about the Sanborn brothers, that seemed like there was one after the other there. for all
Lake
those
Zurich.
years in the center of the position.
First
That was
time
always
out
where
of the
those
half.
guys played. So one of the things
Please
to keep
set
an
the
eye on
game
there
clock
is how the
to
Cats
2
take
minutes,
advantage of that, neutralize
40
those positions
seconds.
when they're on the field on offense.
2-4-0.
So,
Thank you.
So, Coach Davis, how do you address that? How do you attack the center of a defense like that?
If you notice there, like one of the things with the Lake Zurich defense is they give the illusion of having like a 5 or 6 man box, but then on the snap of the ball, they've got 8 guys coming in committed back towards the run. So pre-snap, it takes away some of the looks that you might see from the passing game, and then after the snap, those guys all crash on down and are right in, ready to go into the run game. So that's one of the things to look for the Cats to take advantage of a little bit more in the play action. As you've seen with some of those quick throws out to KG, some of those throws back down towards the middle field, when the Cats are able to stay in front of the chains and be able to use that play action passing game, that's where they're going to be able to get the Lake Zurich defense into some trouble.
All right, punt formation. Chambeau down the middle and long. Nice punt.
Sit,
Stay out
sit,
of the end
sit,
zone.
sit, sit.
Comes to sit and stops it around the 7-yard line. Well done.
Nice punt. I don't know how much Quinn practices that, but he is a heck of a punter, Coach.
Nice job.
So that's going to put the Bears in a deep field position here, 2:30 left. So it'll be curious because the Bears aren't exactly a quick strike offense, but they have some big plays.
They've had 2 big plays tonight. So
Be curious to see what Coach Budge dials up here, where he puts his defense, how far back his guys go, and what they're looking to stop at any given moment.
all right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Peroni in the sidecar. See what Zurich goes with here. Quick rollout to the right. Bonder's giving chase. He's got Erkman. Oh, overthrew Erkman at about the 22-yard line. He had him over the top. I think he had to find a nice little gap there over one of the Libertyville defenders. Couldn't quite drop it in there for him.
Yeah, I also saw 2 Lake Zurich offensive players were awful close to each other, which is not where you want to be. They both were kind of being able to be defended by the same Libertyville defender there. And so that's something that they're going to want to go back and look at. But give the Cats defense credit. They kind of funneled those guys where they wanted them to go.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2 receivers left. And the short side here looks like Erkman's in the slot. 2 receivers far right.
Gomez walks up. Excuse me, Newman.
That's a keeper. Nowhere to go there. Read by number 6.
I think that's Cole Matalenko.
66.
Cole is having himself just a heck of a season. I don't know what his stats are for tackle, for losses, or for sacks, but it seems like whenever we need a big play, it's number 66. And that big old wingspan of Matalenko just hugging the guy down.
That brings up a 3rd and 13.
And it's not a nice hug either. It's it's a very aggressive hug.
Expect if the Cats can get a hold here that they'll use their timeout on 4th down?
I would think so.
Okay. Clock is still rolling in any hurry. Down to 1:49.
Still 7. Oh, it looks like the Bears. Oh, the Bears are going to run it. I thought they might just take it. They are going to just take it to.
The ref's calling, the coach over there is calling timeout. Yep. Takes it down to 1:38. Use up some of the clock there. So how'd the powder puff game go? Or excuse me, how did the flag football game go?
Lake Zurich. 2nd timeout of the half.
So the senior girls flag football
game,
high school powder puff extravaganza. It was a good time as always. The girls did a great job. Score was a little more lopsided than we see every once in a while.
Was it really?
60-12 was the final.
Yikes!
But everybody had a good time. Everybody enjoyed being out there. Coach Goris, Coach Zukowski, and crew chief Matt Thompson. They were the referees. Taking over a legacy of you and Leone, being out there for forever doing the job.
It was a good job, though.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
I enjoyed it.
And then Tom Dazowski and I get to just be big goofs in the announcer booth. Dugan is up there, Coach Casey Dugan.
Big goofs.
Andy Thompson running the clock for us. So it's fun. It's a fun affair. It's a fun kind of intro into the homecoming weekend.
All right, so 3rd and 14. Bears.
This is big here, Coach. It's big.
Gondrick standing on his goal line. 1 receiver left. It's going to be a run out to the right.
That's that rollout that they've
Catcher's
run a few
stringing
times.
him out. And they're going to pull him down after about 4 or 5 yards, which is going to bring up a 4th down. And there's the timeout.
Cats
That's what
call
we
the
were talking about.
timeout.
So 4th and 8 from about their own 11-yard line. So Cats should get the ball back with about a minute left.
Timeout. Libertyville. Second timeout of the half.
So nice play there. That was that rollout that they've run successfully a couple times. Coach Budge rolled down one of the safeties early to stick that and make sure there was no room to go. And Coach, this goes back to what I said about last year. Last year, one of the reasons the Cats were successful is they had a couple good punt returns from Tommy Lotka and Andrew Scott. And so that set them up in good field position. The Bears are way deep in their territory. If there's ever time for a good punt return, it's right about here, Coacher.
This will be the time. Austin Gomez. No, who's back? Gavrick is back.
Just one guy back. Oh, I wonder if the Cats are going after it. Oh, no.
Gavrick is way deep.
Yeah, and they're putting, Gomez is going back now. I wonder if they were keeping him as a spy, but they're going to put Gomez back. So Gomez and Gavrick, two of the best athletes on this group. High snap.
Not a great kick.
Doesn't get a ton.
Get away. Ball's going to roll dead at about the Bears' 46-yard line.
Blow the whistle.
There we go. With a minute 16 left, so we got a little time.
So, yeah, that high snap, I think, kind of threw off Vudovic.
Threw him off a bit, absolutely.
Kick. I mean, he still got off a 45-yard punt.
He did.
But I think we were expecting a blast from the heavens.
All right, see what the Cats can do with this minute 16.
Minute 16, one timeout, I believe. Ball on the Lake Zurich half of the field. So every time I've predicted a play, I'm pretty sure I've been wrong. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see what they come out here with.
Charlie True's back in the backfield. Gavrick's out here to the right. Defender in his face, and then one over the top, about 10 yards down. Inside handoff to True. He's got some room.
Get out of bounds, Charlie.
Yes,
Nicely
down
done.
the 32-yard line.
Excellent job and great state of mind right there for Charlie True. Took some contact near the sideline, saw he had another 5 yards to get and could still get out of bounds safely. Picked that back up. So here we go. You've been talking about it all night. He gets that head of steam. Boom. One guy's not going to bring him down. I'll take a couple more. Plus, he got to hit a couple more people.
He sure did.
He hasn't gotten to hit enough people tonight.
Gavrick out here to the right. Looks like same formation, trips left.
No rush right now. The clock is stopped. Ball at the 35.
Another inside handoff to True. He's got a little room on the left, but they rarely do the ball. It's going to be a gain of 4.
Nope, we're not going to call a timeout. We're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Grabowski with the tackle there.
Coach Ori getting the play in right now. They had that play already designed, already knew what they were going to do. So they get that off in less than 10 seconds. Oh, dear.
Close.
That was risky. So it's still going to, the clock is still running even on the completion.
And now we take the timeout. I think that was that Nikolic? 13? I think it was.
Yeah. Caught that
Timeout,
ball.
Libertyville.
Man.
Third and final timeout.
I was in some traffic.
Of the half.
That was in some traffic. Looks like the band is getting lined up over there behind the Lake Zurich sideline for their halftime extravaganza.
Coach, on a completely unrelated note,
yes, sir.
I would really like to hear that referee call a game. I feel like that would be like, there's a man who knows football. You can tell from his southern drawl.
You like it. You like the way he speaks.
I like the cut of his jib, Coach.
Okay, well, we'll work on that for you next week, everybody.
Shout out to Libertyville Fire Department member extraordinaire Mike Weaver, who's checking in with us here, commenting on some of the action on the field. So,
hi, Mike.
Thanks for joining us. So the Cats, it's now 3rd and about 6. And the Cats have run twice with True on this drive and one quick out to Nikolic. Good shot of Andrew Newman there, getting back in action on the field.
40 seconds to go. Chambeau stays in the pocket. A quick pass outside to True. Oh, doesn't quite. Oh, with a second effort. Are they going to give it to him?
Yeah, but the clock is working against us now. We got to get up to the line of scrimmage.
Did not give him the first down. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard.
Got to throw the ball. First down and run stops the clock, but you can't really take that chance right now.
Lake Zurich may be calling a timeout. Yep, looks like they did.
Interesting. I feel like I think maybe seeing Quinn under center, they're like, wait a second, we haven't seen that look. Good shot that looks like middle schoolers who are hopefully here with parents, as is the rule.
Hey, you guys, you need to calm down before you get to school here. I just want you to know that. All right, here we go.
I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a referee's timeout? Oh, there we go. Quinn got it. So now you got to hurry up to the line because it's just stopped as long as till they get set. So if they throw the ball
13 seconds left. Gotta go.
Going to have about 2 plays. If they get it quick, they're only going to get 1.
Starting the clock.
They're only going to get 1.
7 seconds. 5. Snap back. Got to throw it up into the end zone. A lot of time.
Lake Zurich.
We got a flag. Got a flag. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
But we got a flag in the backfield over here. Just one. Before we get all excited, there was a great pass and catch.
Looks like it's in the area of holding.
Holding, yep.
Holding. Number 26 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Spot of the foul. First down. The clock will start on the snap.
So what do we do with the clock, Coach? Here we've got a...
Oh, nice catch.
That was Nikolic, right?
Yeah, Nikolic.
So if there's no time on the clock, what are they doing, Coach? What does that mean?
I'm not exactly sure what the call is here because the play half can't end on a defensive penalty.
Right.
But that was the offensive penalty, and I think Coach Platts is trying to figure out over there. I don't know if Coach Davis knows the rule better and can explain it to us down there, or if we're going to get a ruling here.
Lake Zurich coaches are having a big discussion with the referees on the sideline. I think they're confused also.
I thought if an offensive penalty, I thought at the end of half or game, I thought there was a runoff. Because, I mean, essentially the Cats are getting a second shot at it here, even though they committed the penalty. And we'll take it.
But there's no time on the clock. They still haven't put any time on the clock. So, untimed down?
Untimed down.
Who's going to announce it?
Lake Zurich has accepted the penalty. We will have 1 untimed down.
Oh, I guess you got to take the penalty.
Because otherwise
there
it's
was
a touchdown.
All right. Well, 1 untimed down. Let's block that up, boys. Give them time to throw it downfield again.
So the Bears rush 3.
Step up. Let it go. That's a good throw.
Ball's up in the
Jump
air.
ball.
Too deep.
Too
out
deep.
of the end zone.
Into the hedge. All right. Halftime. Halftime score is 14-0. Lake Zurich Bears. Cats got some work to do. I believe they'll get the ball to start the second half.
So it's kind of a little bit of what we expected as far as what the Bears had. They had, run, and then a couple big plays hurt us. A short field one time gave them a much easier go at touchdown. And the Cats are moving the ball at times, but just not being able to kind of finish.
Absolutely.
So we will turn it over for an extended halftime. It's 17 minutes, I believe, of halftime instead of your normal 12. And the Libertyville marching band, cheer, palms will all be there. We'll have the homecoming court and our Wildcat #1 be announced as well. And so we will turn it over to the people much more talented than us and see you on the other side.
All those traditions like homecoming, and of course the most time-honored tradition of all, the road trip. Huh? What else am I going to do? Stay here and learn? Road trip. Evans, Julie Evans, Sydney Sater, Mackenzie Cook, and Marley Johnson. Thank you for all of the spirit you provide at all levels of our LHS athletic events. And now we bring to the field your marching Wildcats. Tonight they invite you to turn on and tune in as they present a medley of classic television themes. Sit back, relax, and don't touch that dial. There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is an area that we call the Twilight Zone. Space, the final frontier. It's time for the marching Wildcats to give all she's got gotten. Please join us on a journey on the high seas as we board the SS Minnow for a 3-hour tour to Gilligan's Island. That's all, folks. Now we feature the award-winning LHS Palms team under the direction of Casey Dugan and Allison Forsythe. Please enjoy this performance of Queens. Another one bites the dust. Since 1945, the Marching Wildcats have ended their halftime show by forming our school letters on the field. Please enjoy this 77-year Libertyville High School tradition, the Block LHS. Now, everyone on your feet for loyal and true, your Libertyville fight song. Senior tuba soloist Liam Harrison. The Marching Wildcats are in the direction of Adam Gore and Matt Garside with percussion instructor Savannah Hendricks. Drum makers are Violet Biggs, Jessica Brown, and Catherine Harrison. The Marching Wildcats would like to give a special thanks to all of our student leaders and parent volunteers for all of their assistance in preparing tonight's performance. Tune in 2 weeks as the Cats take on the Zion Benton ZBs. Thank you, happy homecoming, and let's get some touchdowns, Wildcats! Wildcat freshman football team defeated Lake Zurich 15-6 yesterday. Defensive standouts were James Lou, Matthew Lou, and Dylan Doughty. Gavin Dixon rushed for the 2 Wildcat touchdowns. The Frost should play again next Thursday at Mundelein. The Wildcat JV football team will host Lake Zurich tomorrow morning here in the stadium with a kickoff at 9 o'clock. Congratulations to the boys golf team on their second place finish in the IHSA Regional this week. They finished with a 298, which is their lowest team total of the season. Wyatt Sorensen was the third place medalist, shooting a 72, and Leo Scopacasa finished fourth place with a 73. Wildcat girls golf team qualified for sectionals yesterday at the Derby Regional. Libertyville shot a team of 378 with Sophia Sosnova's 89, placing her in second. Also, Kate Durst had a hole-in-one. The varsity boys cross-country team defeated Lake Forest and Waukegan in the tri-meet this week, with the Wildcats sweeping the top 6 spots in the race. They will race in the Antioch Invitational tomorrow morning. Varsity girls cross-country also defeated Lake Forest and Waukegan in the tri-meet this week, with the Wildcats sweeping the top 3 spots in that race. They will compete in the Hinsdale Central invite tomorrow morning. Varsity girls tennis team beat Mundelein last night, and they will play in the Bloomington invite this weekend. Varsity boys soccer team defeated Zion Benton earlier this afternoon 4-2. Soccer team will play again Monday night at Carmel. Varsity girls swimming and diving team defeated Zion Benton last night 142-24. They also finished second place in the Lake County Championship last weekend. Logan Howard won the gold medal for the Wildcats in the 50 freestyle. They will swim again next Thursday night at Mundelein. Congratulations to the Wildcat varsity volleyball team on Wednesday night's victory while honoring the 50th anniversary of Title IX and notching win number 1,250 for the Wildcat volleyball program. The Cats won 25-18, 25-20 over Lake Zurich and swept all levels. Their next match is on Monday at Mundelein. Finally, congratulations to the Orange team for their 66-12 victory in the annual senior girls.
And welcome back to the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex for our North Suburban Conference matchup of the Libertyville Wildcats and the Lake Zurich Bears. It's currently Bears 14, Libertyville Wildcats nothing. Coach Mix, what are your thoughts after having some time to stew this over at halftime?
I think the Cats just got to find that rhythm on offense, stay ahead of the chains. They've had some really good plays, and then the kind of, for lack of a better term, they really struggle on first down and some of these drives, and they end up in second and long, and then here comes Lake Zurich with their athleticism, and it becomes a problem for us. So I think we just got to stay ahead. On defense, you said it in the first half, got to limit those big plays. We know that they're going to keep coming at us, but we've done a good job with that. We've taken away a lot of their run plays, but then they've struck for 2 scores and 2 big plays.
So I'd like to hear from Coach Davis. He has put some offense against these Lake Zurich Bears, and offense is going to get the ball to start the second half. Coach Davis, what kind of things do you look for Coach Shack and Coach Ori, Coach Henneberry Christensen to do here to start the half?
So, Coach O'Neill, like you said, as we get going here, one of the things the Cats are going to have to do is set the tone coming right out of halftime. Cats get the ball here. It's really important for them to be able to establish the offense, stay in the rhythm, stay ahead of the chains, and keep themselves into an advantageous situation on that front so that they can use the play-action game to get Lake Zurich's defense to suck up and then take advantage with Gavrik, Nikolic, and the host of skill guys over the top at that point. As you guys were talking about it too earlier, on the flip side, getting a couple 3-and-outs here and not letting the Bears chew the clock up. Lake Zurich is a big running team this year. That's really been their bread and butter offensively. Being able to get their offense off the field to preserve a little bit of time here back at the end, now that the Cats are coming back looking to chase down 2 scores here to start the half.
But to see if Coach Albin has anything to say. He's just to your left right now if you want
I can see Coach Albin. Do you want to come on and jump with us? Nope. I got the quick turn.
Oh, he's coming to you now.
Oh, is he coming? Come on over, Coach Albin.
So Coach Albin, longtime LHS football coach, working the sidelines now as associate principal. Coach Davis, go ahead, ask Coach Albin his thoughts on the game.
Coach Albin, Coach O'Neill just threw it down here to you. Do you have any thoughts here for us as we get ready to start the second half?
My thoughts so far, Mr. Davis, are on the defense, we have to shore up our flanks. They're beating us on the outside. Offensively, we got to get the line moving. We're not sustaining any drives or blocks. So hopefully it'll happen in the second half.
There you go. Good plays become great plays when everybody blocks downfield. Thanks, Coach Albin. All right, we'll throw it back up to you guys.
All right, so we're getting ready. As Coach Mix said, we will be the Wildcats will get the ball to start out this half. Cats have 5-man front on their kick return. which we've seen 2 weeks in a row. Other teams only have 4. So
We got Johnson and Compare back on the goal line, although they haven't been able to field one yet because Vuktovic keeps putting it in deep into the end zone. So
well, maybe now kicking south. 'Cause
I don't know.
That's where he missed the field goal. Maybe he's not going to be able
Flags
to.
are hanging straight down. Hanging straight down. And he doesn't like that ball. He's getting a different one.
Right, had to get his kicking ball. Somebody brought on just the normal game ball, and that is not acceptable. So let's see, got number 32, Will Carney on the front there. Brogan Loesch, looks like number 25, Mason Mirabella on the front line also. Although I'm probably just not reading that number right.
There's the big guy, Tyler DeFranco, right there in the middle.
Yeah, he had some words for us about his height, Coach.
The big man. All right. This one's going to come down at about the 6-yard line. Oh, fumble. And he gets on top of it. Too bad. Finally had a chance.
Returnable kick there, and it looked like the Bears weren't down in tremendous coverage. I mean, they weren't in bad coverage, but they weren't down there like lickety-split. Cats had a chance, and I think maybe we were caught off guard that one ended up being returnable.
Compare had to come up about 12 yards to try to make that catch. She jumped on top of it, but it looked like a directional kick. I don't know whether they had planned to do it, but they really did put it down here in the corner.
Well, I mean, it ultimately cost the Cats, 7 yards?
Yep, 7 or 8 yards.
So rather than a touchback.
All right, stacked receivers to the left and right. Gavrick's to the left and front. True in the sidecar. Chambeau looks, kind of rolling to his right, throws out in the flat. He's got a wide open receiver.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
No, gain of 10.
Oh, I apologize.
That was Nate Callis. Was a nice play.
Nice play.
Out into the flat. Excuse Coach O'Neill.
Was looking back. I actually watching the offensive line. Excellent time there by the offensive line, giving Chambeau all the time he needed to get that ball out for a 1st and 10.
Take a look at it here on the replay.
Lots of time. He rolls out to his right.
We'll see if the Bears start to bring a little bit more pressure here. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Chambeau stays in the pocket again. Little run to the right, being chased out, dragged down from behind.
I like how Chambeau has a presence in the pocket, and he doesn't panic and doesn't get happy feet. But there also needs to be a little urgency back there.
I think Nicholas Salerno maybe closed the gap quicker than Quinn had thought he would. Maybe thought he had a little bit more time.
Salerno caused a lot of trouble for Robert Redford in the Sting as well.
Wow, okay. Anyone born after 1961 has no clue what you're talking about. All right, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, True in the sidecar. Chambeau stays in the pocket. Oh, quick throw out off of True's hands. I don't think that was going anywhere, even if he makes that catch, Coach.
Agreed. I think the Bears stayed at home. They knew what was going on there, and agreed. I don't think that goes anywhere. One thing I do want to say, though, we are always quick to point out when the snaps are consistently high. TP snaps have been dead on pretty much straight across the board tonight. And it's one of those things that you only notice when it's not going well, which unfortunately is a lineman's credo. And so that's been going very well for the Cats tonight.
Gavrick is far out left.
At the top of the numbers, they're on Quinn standing on the other hash.
Bears in their familiar formation, 1 person in his face, 1 over the top. Chambeau stays in, he's looking left, he's running out to the right, he's gonna run it. Bears are gonna stop him about 4 yards, 3.5 yards short. It's gonna be 4th down, about 3.5.
So after a nice first down to get him out of deep field position, after muffing that kickoff, Cats not able to put together another first. I don't think they put together 2 first downs on a drive, have they?
Not that I can remember. Somebody dropped something.
Yeah,
Sounded like fireworks for a second. Chambeau with a low punt. It's going to hit and roll.
There we go.
Get down. Keep going. Keep going. Rolls out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, which is where the Bears will take over. So again, Cats with a good initial push, but then couldn't sustain. Gives the ball back to the Bears with 9 minutes and 54 seconds. Shout out to the Wiggins family who shot us a text. They're listening at home. Matt and Amy Wiggins both teach at the high school. son Landon. Don't know if he's up and listening, but if you're up, hey, pal. Bears are quick to the line. Erkman out here to the right. Peroni in the sidecar to the right. Gondek, familiar position at the quarterback. Inside handoff to Peroni. Wrapped up quickly there.
Get him about 3.
Matalenko was his second there. Couldn't see who got him first. It might have been Owen McDonald.
Coach Fischel agrees.
He does.
So
All right.
Owen McDonald in there.
Well, when they get near midfield, my eyes are better. It's easier to see. So
Much.
second down and about, we'll say 7. Erkman's out here to the right. Single coverage. Looks like Andrew Newman's got him. Inside handoff again. Quickly. Oh, hit and didn't wrap up. Man. Charlie Clark hit him, touched him in the backfield. Wasn't able to wrap him up. Was mad at himself. You could see that.
We were attacking a little high on that one. All of the defenders who were in were attacking high instead of getting down low, taking out those legs. And these Lake Zurich Bears, just hard runners.
So 3rd and 3. Now the big running back's in, Cal Grabowski. He's in the right side car. Erkman still in the right side. Cats coming up to the line. Grabowski gonna be far referees waving him on. First down.
So Landon is still up, Coach Mix, so he's still listening.
Landon, how you doing, pal?
So hope he's enjoying some Wildcat football here. Grease is the word at LHS. Come see LHS's production of Grease the Musical.
I say to go Grease, lad.
October 27th to the 29th.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Come support your fine art Wildcats. Ramalama Ding Dong. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Coach Davis right now, and I understand you have a special guest with us on the sideline.
We do, Coach O'Neill. I have with us the head coach of the LVDT, Coach Casey Dugan, LHS alum, class of
08.
Class of 08. And Coach Dugan is going to give us a quick little shout out for the Palms Clinic with record-setting attendance right now coming up for our next home football game.
Yes. Thanks for having me, Coach Davis. Yes, Coach Dugan here. We are having the Palms Clinic on October 14th. For any K through 5th grade participant that would like to join us, you get to learn to dance with the Poms, you get a t-shirt, you get a snack, you get some pom-poms to take home, and you get to perform on the field before the varsity football game against Zion Benton. A portion of the proceeds go to breast cancer research, and at this point we have a record number 175
Yikes.
participants registered.
Woo.
So we're so excited.
It's a lot of
The
little
girls are
kids.
jazzed, and we can't wait.
Coach O'Neill, I think there's a troop of there. I know there's going to be one young
Holding.
Miss Davis
Number
there as
5
well,
of the
too.
offense.
All right.
10-yard penalty, spot of the foul. Second down.
And we just had a holding call for the Bears right there, which negates a long pass play. So we're going to turn it back up to you guys on the broadcast.
Thank you, Coach Dugan. Looking forward to she
Wow.
was saying. There's a lot of teachers' families, teachers' kids who are going to be there. At Davis, at Goris, a few O'Neills. So Coach Dugan, always a pleasure to have around.
All right, quickly back to the game. That foul takes it back to a 2nd and about 6.
Which is great because a couple big first downs
Yep.
for them.
48-yard line. Looks left, throws out into the flat and off the fingertips. We might have got a finger on it too.
That's Scotty Creel out at linebacker. If he didn't get a finger on it, he might have just disrupted its rhythm just enough.
Right, pass was intended for Nick Olson, number 82, but a little distracted there by the linebacker.
By the wingspan of the 5'10" Scotty Creel.
El Gato. He's quick.
Nice play there. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 5. This would be a nice flip if the Cats can get a stop here and force a punt.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Peroni in the sidecar.
Going back to pass.
Straight down, throws it up and complete in front of 2 Wildcats. Number 19. Is that number 19? I think it was again. Jackson Piggott. He's made a couple big catches.
Cats had a defender there, and Piggott was just able to stick his feet and able to make a cut in front of the defender. Wildcat defender fell down right at the point of contact. Heck of a throw. Nobody was getting that ball in traffic. There's 4 Wildcats around him.
Well, Piggott and Erkman out to the left. One receiver right. Peroni in the sidecar to the right. Looking left again, nothing there. Throwing long down the sideline. Throws it out of bounds.
Good coverage.
Yep, intended for Piggott again. Good coverage.
Looks like the Cats might have brought in another defensive lineman, or they walked a linebacker up all the way up to the line. Didn't even look like a stunt. Looked like he might have just been lined up at the line. I didn't see it to the last second because I was looking at the offensive formation. But I'll be curious to see what we come with now.
Well, 2nd and 10.
No, it is their same formation. They're just walking those backers up a little tighter because of the tight end to this side.
At the Cats' 35-yard line.
Ooh, middle stunt right there. Good play call
And
by
got
Coach Budge. Dialed up exactly what they needed. Scotty Creel timed that blitz perfect.
El Gato.
What a play right there. Great play call by Coach Budge. Perfect execution. You see Scotty's going to enter your screen here right now. Boom! Nice play. Number 22, Joey Carlucci, also making that play. Had the privilege of wearing Joey Carlucci's jersey today to school, Coach.
Always enjoyed that.
Always very proud tradition, very fun thing.
All right, so 3rd and 12. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Oh, we're caught out of
Rolling
coverage
left.
a little bit.
Rolling left. Got a receiver open right at the first down marker. He's marking him short.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, we know the Bears are going to go for it here.
Absolutely.
They've gone for it every time.
I would say they'd probably go quick to the line and try that quarterback sneak in. That was pretty.
They're already too. I would agree with you. That's probably what they wanted to do. They're already kind of too slow.
Well,
For
watch
what
right
they
now.
usually
Watch
do,
see if they run up. Nope, they got Grabowski in the backfield.
Oh, there you go.
Grabowski bouncing it right. Oh, shoestring tackle.
Had a shot at him there. But man, he is a load.
I think that was Andrew Newman who might have shot the gap there.
I mean, you got to take a shot. That's
Absolutely.
all you can do. Man, the Cats have had their chances on this drive. So
All right.
had a couple 3rd and longs, 3rd and 12s.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line of the Cats. Quick to the line again. Backing out of it, taking a look at the sideline.
I would watch a
Very
throw.
tight formation here.
I would watch a throw over the top, a fake, the handoff play action throw over the top right here.
Nope, it's Grabowski up the middle. The big boy gets 8 or 9 straight up the middle.
Like I said,
I was thinking with the tight formation, it looked like a running formation, but
I just thought because that was the same formation, they just ran that play, see if they could catch the Cats off guard, run a play action, go over the top to one of their big receivers.
all right, he ended up getting, looks like about 5 or 6 on that play.
It's like Caleb coming out of the game to get a quick breather here, get a quick drink, quick breather. Bears working the clock here now too, not in a rush.
2 receivers to the right. Erkman's in the slot. High snap. Once again, high snaps. Kind of threw off the timing. Gained maybe a yard. I think we had him in the backfield again, but
Yep. Just hard running by these Lake Zurich Bears. And give their offensive line credit too. Their offensive line keeps that push going, keeps that push moving the whole way.
so 3rd down and 4. Erkman out way right with Newman on him all the way to the right. No help for Newman out here. Inside handoff to Grabowski again. Nope, keeper. Jumbo bounces it outside, gets a first down, gets down around the 8-yard line. That was Gondek. Had me fooled. Thought he was giving it to Grabowski.
Yeah.
Kept it, went left.
I don't know if that was a read or if that was a straight keep, but that was a well-designed play right there.
All right, sticks are down. 1st and goal from about the 7-yard line. Erkman out left by himself. Handoff, Grabowski hit in the backfield, but they couldn't wrap him up again. Down to about the 2-yard line.
We talked about it at the beginning that those are the type of things that just wear on the defense. Instead of it being 1st and goal from the 7 again, or 2nd and goal, now it's 1st and goal from the 3. You got to make those tackles. Miss Brady, Dana Brady checking in.
Hello, Miss Brady.
It is her 25th reunion this weekend.
All right, 2nd and goal from about the 4. 2 receivers right. Grabowski still. Inside hand, Grabowski dives. Got to be close. Looks like they're marking him down to about the 1.
That was a big dive.
That was a big dive.
It was a large dive.
So 3rd and goal. Back in comes Caleb Christensen. A little more bulk up on the line. See what they do here. Keeper, and he's in.
Man.
Everyone went to Grabowski, and Gondrek just took it left, found a hole, and he's in.
We had a linebacker there, too, spying him, and he came inside on the fake. Right there, just stay home, stay home. Nope. Fooled everybody on that. Nice play by Gondrak. So Cat's in a bit of a hole now as we're down to about a minute and a half in the 3rd.
I think that's at least Gondek's 2nd touchdown tonight, right?
I believe so.
All right, Vukovic on for the extra point. Kick is up. And on to Park Avenue. He may miss them left or right, but he ain't missing them short, man.
Making sure that's nothing's happening there. So, hey, Coach Mix, do you know the human eye can only see 5,000 of about 30 billion stars in our universe?
Yes, I did know that.
Well, if that seems surprising to anybody else, or if you're interested in learning about those 3 billion plus stars, join the newly formed Astronomy Club.
No way.
We promise, and this is in the promo, we promise you won't have to do any math. We meet Mondays after school in 254, starting October 10th. See Mr. Murch if you have any questions.
Wow.
Learn about stars and no math.
No math, no rhombuses.
No Rambai?
Rambai? I don't know.
Willie?
Willie Rambai. All right.
Could use a little special teams.
Yes, we could. They gave us a chance to return last time. Let's see if they give us another chance here. Compare over here. Johnson on the far side. Vucevic the kick from the close hash. And he's driving it. And it's going halfway into the end zone for a touchback. So no special teams there. That'll bring out the Cat offense with 1:33 to go. Cat's chasing, 3 scores, 21-0.
Gets to be a lot. When you're down 3 scores heading to the 4th quarter and you haven't scored yet, it seems like a pretty unsurmountable task. And I think it's important to just think about getting a good play. Getting a good play to get a first down. Oh, it looks like we're going to see Rocco here.
Rocco for a series?
Oh, no, he's going out to slot.
Shambo still at quarterback. La Vista's coming in motion. And they're yelling at him to get back. Some confusion.
So Rocco just started taking serious reps at slots about a week ago.
Inside.
Reverse.
Got to set a block here.
Just ran out of real estate. I love the play call. Get LZ back on their heels a little bit. Try something.
I think that was the Gavrik.
Yep.
Take a look here.
So that is number 27. That's Grinter to Gav. Shambo tries to get a block, but then Gav just kind of runs out of real estate there. Trying to find any way to get that ball in Gavrik's hand. Let him be the electric playmaker we know he is.
He's far right. 3 receivers out to the right. Bubble screen. Bears are all over it. Nice job to get out for the first down.
Yeah, enough for the first
I
down.
think that was La Vista.
Hey, Coach,
Yeah.
there's a little shout out here for you. Tyler Yost.
Yost.
Is he Jurgen or is he? I can't
Justin
remember.
was Jurgen.
Justin was Jurgen.
Yeah. Tyler was Agdar.
Agdar.
Agdar of the Fjord. All right. 3 receivers out left. Chambeau is looking left.
Oh,
looking left.
got him.
Nope. Taken off. Run down from behind. Ends up with a gain of about 2.
There's a little window there where we had Rocco free before the safety rotated over. But Quinn was stepping up into the pocket to avoid a little pressure. Nice job by Quinn getting 3 there out of that.
Brings up a 2nd and 6.
Okay, this second first down. We need
we
the
go.
second first down.
Grinter. First
Nice.
down. There we go. Well, we got something going.
All right, second first down. Now keep it going. Good plays become first downs. First downs become touchdowns.
Move the sticks. That's what we want.
That'll wind us down to the quarter here, I believe. I can't imagine we're going to get off another play here.
See,
So
7
Cats-
seconds. They're
Cats-
looking. Might try to get it off. 4 seconds. They are.
Oh, got Gav.
Rolls to the right. Throws it long into
Wait.
coverage. And picked up by Erkman down at the 20-yard line. He's coming back. He's at the 35. Gavrik hits him at about the 40. Falls at about the 45-yard line. And then we have a penalty behind the play. I think some frustration on the Cats' part.
So Chambeau had a chance at Gav. Throws on the run here, just kind of mails it. Intended receiver was Nikolic, but 2 defenders there.
And Gavrik hits him here. And then you can't quite see it back down the field. I think there was a flag on one of our offensive linemen taking a shot on the guy after. All right, let's run it down to Coach Davis. How we doing down there, Coach?
Well, if you guys can hear, it's kind of hard to hear her time because it's time to jump around. One of the things the student section this year has asked us for is here between the 3rd and the 4th quarter to rock it just like we're up in Madison and get a little jump around going on. That's why I don't know about you guys because I can barely hear myself talk right now. It's so loud down here on the field board. So I know we're getting ready to go here and get the Cats get some good mojo going into the 4th quarter. Hopefully get this turned around with a big play coming up here by the defense.
Coach, are you going to jump around down there or what's up?
You don't want to see me jump.
All right, just checking.
I got the credit card vertical. That's not,
I think we actually do, don't we, Coach?
I kind of need some calisthenics to get warmed back up
Yeah,
again.
don't pull a
Got
muscle.
bad Achilles.
I got you.
All right, so-
All right. Thanks, Coach.
So actually going to see Wisconsin play Illinois tomorrow in Madison. Be watching that game. The 3-1 Illini, Coach. taking on
What sport is that?
That is intercollegiate football, men's.
Oh.
Yes.
University of Illinois. Okay.
They got
Dead ball. Personal foul. Number 58, Libertyville. 15-yard penalty. End of the run. First down. End 3rd quarter.
That's what I saw the flag at the end of the
Exactly
quarter.
what you said, Coach.
So unfortunate, bad enough play with the outcome, but yet you give them another 15
Another
yards.
15. Now they have a short
even
field.
harder.
This is where they set up before they got that second touchdown. How we doing that? So the Cats deal take over. Haven't had a turnover yet. The Bears are very secure with the football, but wouldn't mind seeing an interception, strip something, get going here.
All right, rolling right. This has been very successful for him. Not touched, 5 yards down, gets out over the first down to about the 30-yard line. Gondek, he's quick, and Cats have not been able to contain that run tonight.
No, that play, it's basically like the Packers sweep from the 60s. They pull a guy out, they get everybody going the same direction, and they're not trying to fool you. I mean, they've been running that play since the 90s. They're just saying, we are bigger and stronger than you, and we're going to get to the outside.
So it's coming up a 2nd and 1. Looks like they're taking out a player. The refs signaled the player to go out.
So
Is that for safety?
I seem to be getting ganged up on here because after you're ripping on Illini football, getting a Weaver checking in, reminding me that it was the Hoosiers that, in fact, are Illini's one loss on the season.
Well, you know, they're tough. So that's not a bad loss for the Illini. All right, Erkman way out to the left, another keeper. Running to the left this time. And he gets the first down, I think. Out of bounds. No signals yet.
Nice defense by Luca DiCarlo out there, holding his contain, setting the edge with his block, not letting the quarterback get around him. Looks like he's going to be just short. So an exceptional job by Luca there. Nice play. That's a tough play when you're all alone on an island there.
All right, brings up 3rd and 1. Be nice to get a stop here. We know they're going to go for it on 4th, but let's go, boys. They're in their tight formation again with Peroni. Erkman does come out left. Up. Play clock?
Play clock, I think.
Oh,
they
no,
called a
timeout. Take a timeout.
Well, we have a second here.
Timeout. Lake Zurich.
How many was
First
that?
of the half.
First of the half.
First
Coach.
of the half.
First of the half.
Freshman football won a tough game last night, 15-6 against the Lake Zurich Bears. They had an 8.5-minute drive for the first drive of the game. Scored a touchdown. Muddle was good. And then it was a scoreless affair till the 4th quarter when the freshman Cats got another touchdown, kicked it. And then the Bears scored with just about 2 minutes left to make it 15-6. So freshman Cats are 6-0 on the season under the guidance of Dale Eggert with Brady Sullivan and obviously Sean Farrell calling the D. They're not really missing that old guy, apparently.
I didn't say a thing. I'm just standing here.
I saw you standing there.
I'm just standing right here. I'm sure you still have a huge influence on those young men. Huge.
Huge.
Huge. All right, 3rd and 1. Erkman's in the slot. Grabowski's in the backfield to the left.
Trips up top.
2-down territory. What? Maybe they look for the big play. They do. Throw to Erkman. Easy first down. Pitch and catch. Gets about 6. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the Cats' 23, 24-yard line.
I mean, you're really getting a good glimpse here of why Lake Zurich has been so successful over all these years. Like, not too much fancy, not too much tricky, just we're going to execute and we're going to get this right every single time. I mean, they, you know, like I said, they've only missed the playoff once in the last 20 years, so.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Peroni's back in the backfield to the left of Gondek, and we got a flag.
Dead ball. False start. Number 55 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Wow, I didn't see that, but I'm not giving it back. I'll tell you that.
And the clock is winding, and we're off. Lake Zurich obviously in no hurry. 4th quarter, 10 minutes to go. Erkman in the slot to the left, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Same formation with Peroni to the left of him in the sidecar. Throws out to Erkman in the flat, gets down to the 25. Cats are rallying, 4 of them, 5 of them, trying to take him down. Tough runner.
And finally got him stopped, though. He got no yards after the catch. I feel like that's one of the first plays that we were able to stuff him up right away. Catch, they gained 1, 2, drove, boom.
Back to about the original line of scrimmage. So
get in there.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Luca DiCarlo once again, Andrew Newman. Nice job. Owen McDonald, of course, always there. Matt Drumkey getting some work in at middle linebacker.
Erkman to the left, only receiver out left. 1 receiver right, tight end. Inside handoff to Peroni, wrapped up quickly.
Caleb
by
Christensen.
Caleb Christensen. Nice tackle.
Nice job. Caleb actually got hands free, was able to force that lineman off of him using his big, strong paws, and was able to get him up. The Lake Zurich Bear got rolled up on one of their offensive linemen, I think their left tackle, got rolled up on as Caleb made that tackle. That just hurts. You're completely vulnerable as an offensive lineman. So our Wildcats of the week this last week, Bella Yark, a sophomore for girls soccer, Shannon Paola, a senior for cheerleading, Hannah Fiore, a senior for Palms, Amy Kerrigan, a freshman for tennis, and James Liu, a freshman for football, who had a game-winning tackle against Lake Forest.
The game-saving
tackle, one of his 10.5 tackles that game. And so that saved the game for them, one of his. So James Liu, nice job. And to all our Wildcats of the week, well done.
All right, we're joined up here now by Coach Eggert, who we were just talking about, the freshman football team. Coach Eggert, also responsible for putting together this whole Hall of Fame ceremony that we had pre-game and the festivities we'll have tomorrow. You want to talk about that, Coach?
Well, the Friday night is to introduce the Hall of Famers. They don't get a chance to speak. That's going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Austin's, where they all get a little chance to, thank their teammates, thank their coaches, thank their family, and tell us a little story about how they got to this point. They will be riding in the 9:30 parade that's going to be going up Brainerd Avenue, taking a ride on 176. We'll have a float for the Hall of Famers, so yeah.
Very cool. So tell us, you and Coach Woods, I understand, and Coach Davis work together making these selections. How do you decide? Because last year was the inaugural class, and then this year the second class. How do you make those choices?
Okay, so there is a 15-person committee, and I don't have any greater impact on it than. Oh, I'll let you guys take this.
Oh, sorry, no, Vukovic is lining up for a 38-yarder.
Yep.
Oh, and it's
blocked.
tipped. Nice job by the Cats, getting up and getting a piece of that. I'm not sure who it was. Might have been Trenton Cole Bonder
is what I was thinking, yeah, the basketball player.
Right, probably if you had to guess, go with the 6'5" guy. Is probably the guy who did it. So, sorry, Coach, 15-man committee.
Okay, 15-man committee. There is a site or a link on our website where you can nominate people, and we take a look at all the nominees, and we talk about them, and then we have an anonymous vote. It comes down pretty much the discussion you have. You can kind of predict who's going to get inducted, but there's always a surprise or two. But yeah, I think we've made some pretty good selections. And if someone says, well, that person should be in, they're probably on our radar.
Right.
We don't miss too many good choices.
I love to see that. I love, obviously, the connection to the history, bringing it back in and letting people relive some of the history and seeing some of it.
I would hope the young people would get pretty inspired from watching these guys.
Chambeau rolling out right, throws out into the flat, and it is not complete. Looked like it was dropped there. Hans Bruckner, looks like his first attempt of the evening.
Yep, trying to get the ball out to Hans, trying to get something moving. It's so fascinating, especially with this being the 50th anniversary of Title IX and Libertyville volleyball celebrated earlier in the week, and listening to some of those stories of those female athletes who didn't get a chance to participate in high school sports.
Well, the crazy thing about Dorothy Weir from the class in 1935, when I had put those videos together put the pictures together for the centennial video, she was not on my radar.
So Quinn's got lots of time, throws way across traffic.
Oh! Okay, Rocco LaVista brings it down. Oh, we got a flag, but it looks like it'll be a loss of at least 2 or 3 on the catch.
So Dorothy Weir, there was no sports. She was in the Girls Athletic Association. She played everything. She was the president, and she was a Newsom Award winner for the class in 1935, but so were a lot of women. There was nothing that stood out about her. She did not make the video. She didn't make the articles that I wrote for the Daily Herald on sports, because that was all coming from yearbooks and student newspapers. But then going through the independent registers that
no flag for an eligible downfield. Pass did not cross the line of scrimmage.
Got a break there. So independent register.
Yes, so that paper went from 1937 to 1984, and it didn't talk about her when she was in high school, but the sports writer Ralph Giss, he's writing a weekly column on something. He always had a little history section in there.
Chambeau looking right again. Looks at
Screen.
the screen.
Oh, nice. It's set up well.
Got True.
True with a head of steam for first time all day, really.
Out to the first down marker. I think he got it.
Penalty flag is down.
Oh.
I think a wide receiver got a little handsy.
It was a nice design play.
So good screen, good call. Tough to run a screen against the Bears, Coach. They only rush 3, so you got to get your guys down. Just enough blocking. I think.
Oh, right
Holding.
there.
Number 74 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So, as I'm reading the Independent Register, in his little history section, he goes that 1935 graduate Dorothy Weir won the 1939 U.S. Women's Javelin Championship. I'm like, that's huge.
Wow.
So then the next year, she wins it again. She would have been the favorite for the Olympics, but the Olympics were canceled in 1940 due to World War II.
Sure.
But every year, come springtime, Dorothy Weir's winning a U.S. Javelin Championship, a total 11 in a row. She winds up qualifying for the 1948 Olympics.
Chambeau looking. Gavrick over the middle. Complete.
Oh, no.
Had the first down, and ball is knocked out, and the Bears return it down to about the 15-yard line. Too bad.
So then, not only did she win the 1948 Olympic trials, but she broke the 16-year record of Babe Didrikson Zaharias. A lot of people know that name.
Wow.
Famous name.
And I'm thinking, this woman's done it all. How do we not know about her? So obviously she was going to make it pretty quick. We did decide that we're going to have a veteran each year. And last year we had 1920 Jim McMillan, who played 5 years for the Bears. So we figured, hey.
And did some professional wrestling, too.
Well, he did a lot of that. 25
Really?
years of that. You can go a little bit longer in that than you could in
U of I guy.
football.
U of I, Coach Mix.
The football.
The football.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And wrestling.
Yes, and wrestling.
One Big Ten loss in wrestling. They didn't have any NCAA.
Oh! Only one Big Ten loss, huh, for McMillan?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're straying from the current Hall of Fame, but I just remember him.
Yeah. Don't let me stop this broadcast here. I'm sure there'll be another veteran next year. I got an idea who it'll be. I think we should keep it as a surprise.
Okay.
It's not even a surprise about the 2004 football state championship team. I think they're about due. Based on the conversation in our committee meetings. But it is an anonymous vote. We're going to have a team of some sort every year.
I like the structure, too. I like the veteran. I like the team. I like the coach. I like how you guys have that. I don't know if that was by original design.
I think it came up in our conversation. We should have a team every year. We should have a veteran every year. Okay, now let's vote. And we would kind of say who the lead veteran would be, so everyone kind of voted for him. But then as far as the coaches and athletes, no set number on that. That's just how the votes come out.
Is the plan still to have that back up by the West Gym? I noticed the display case there. Is that the plan, to keep filling that?
Yep. I don't know. I think those cabinets on the east side of that hallway better start counting their days, because we're going to make sure every plaque gets up and stays up. So they're all on the west side now, but I see the east side getting.
Yeah, there's just storage on that side. So
right.
Oh, just enough. Well defended there. I believe that was Gomez. Got just enough in the face to break that up.
Pickett's a big target. They've targeted him for 3 big plays tonight already, and I thought they had one there, but it was good defense.
Either Gomez or Newman got their hand up there just enough.
So it's a 4th and 6.
Ben Armstrong getting some time at corner over here as well. Haven't seen Luke Williamson. He did go out last week with a shoulder. I haven't seen him attended to it all here, or just don't know if it's Ben's turn to rotate in.
So 4th and 6, and they're going for it. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Erkman is tight on the left. And he's rolling left, looking for Erkman. Looking, throws to him. Tackled at about the 5. He's really close. It's hard to see from here.
Hard to tell. The spot from the far line, Judge, looks like they're going to give it to him, but I can't tell. Oh, no, the Cats are clapping, saying they have it. So the Bears motion out to a formation we haven't seen
Cats
much.
ball. Referee signal.
Nice sure tackle right there Number 21, that's Ben Armstrong, who we were just talking about, keeps him from getting the first. Coach, that's a big stop. You're a good luck charm in here.
Let's go.
You did some time in the booth up here.
I did some time. Yeah. Great, best seat in the house, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Never get rained on. It's always a little warmer.
A little warmer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Coach. We really appreciate
bet,
all the
guys.
information.
All right. We'll
Thanks,
see you.
Coach. Yeah, we'll see you. Great job. Congrats
get
on
a
the Hall of
score.
Fame. Yeah, let's get one.
Coach of the 6-0 freshman, right?
6-0 freshman.
All right. All right, 1st and 10 for the Cats. 5:38 to go. Chambeau looking, rolling right now, rolling right, looking for a receiver, looking for some help. Gets it out to about the 11-yard line, maybe a gain of 5 or 6. He was looking. Looked like the receivers were running parallel. I don't know what the call is there, if you're supposed to work your way back toward the quarterback.
Yeah. I think it's hard right now. They're backed way up into their territory. The clock's working against them, scoreboard's against them, trying to make something happen, and it just gets tricky. There's only so many options in the playbook.
All right, 3 receivers left. Gav to the right. Play call is in. Chambeau stays in the pocket, is looking left,
Got Grinter underneath.
Throws it short, and
It's
incomplete.
And that's something that I think we're going to see Chambeau grow a little bit better. He's just a little slow in releasing that ball on some of these. And that's just, he's getting used to this. He's an excellent athlete. He's got a good head for the game. He studies his film. He does well in practice every day. But just getting rid of that ball a little quicker.
Well, we see that at all levels, right? We're going through that with the Bears right now, trying to look and scanning the field, trying to decide when to let that ball go.
Yep.
To remind, he's only a sophomore, right?
Correct.
So, all right, 2 receivers right, 2 left. He stays in the pocket again. Another screen. Grinter.
Oh.
A flag is thrown.
Grinter tried to make one guy miss. That's either if we're lucky, it's a face mask. My guess would be it's a hold, though. There was a lot of tangled bodies up there.
No flag for ineligible downfield. Pass did not cross the line of scrimmage. 4th down.
So 4th and 1.
So
Clearly got to go for it, right?
Farmer Fran shakes off the call for it, shakes off the flag.
Kevin O'Neill, everybody.
4th and 1, got to go for it.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We're coming
Chambeau
up.
comes up.
Bears were not very fooled by that. Didn't have anybody back.
Throws, got him.
Callis, Nate
Nice.
Callis. Nice catch for Nate in traffic. That was a heck of a catch right there. Doesn't get his number called all that often, but man, he took advantage of that one.
Out to the 25-yard line. Nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, nice job by Chambeau. Patient there.
Absolutely. Chambeau in the pocket again. Got some time. Got a moving left. Throws back to his right. Hits Callis again. Out over the 40, out to the 44-yard line. Another 1st down. The connection is working, Coach.
Yeah, man, Callis made one guy miss there. That's nice. We're down under 4.5 right now. Don't know that the clock is in our favor here, but some nice plays, some nice momentum to build on.
Chambeau rolling right this time. Grinter in front of him.
Oh. That was dangerous because I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bears.
And Tyler Berkeley was in tight, and it went right through his hands. But that's a tough catch. That was a dart.
Yes.
So
Couldn't put all of that left arm on it.
So brings up a 2nd and 10, 4:09 left. Got a Willie the Wildcat sighting down on the field.
Willie! Max Phillips' son, Zach, not a big fan of Willie.
Not?
Was at the Family Fun Fest the other day. Kept saying, I don't like the big lion.
Okay.
I don't like the big lion.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Chambeau stays in the pocket, throwing out wide. He's got Callis again.
Nice!
Nice catch again, down to about the 37-yard line of the Bears. Great throw over the top.
Over the top. And I said Shambo was lefty. I apologize. He's righty. Throwing that out. Real nice ball. Good touch. Callis, good concentration. Over that shoulder is a tough catch.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Inside bubble screen, off the hands of Gavrick.
That's not one Gavrick drops too often. You'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. He was a little low, and he was trying to keep his feet moving full speed to be able to hit that where that bubble screen blocking goes.
No one's as angry as he is about not pulling that one in, that's for sure.
For sure. So we got Rocco going over into trips on that side. It'll be an empty backfield.
True on this side with Gavrick.
That's a lot of angry football player on one side.
Yes,
right
it
there.
is. Still only rushing 3. Shambo getting flushed, turning back to the right. He's got some time if he can find someone. Got to run, Callis. Oh, he had Callis. Callis started to move parallel to the line of scrimmage, and it looked like Shambo wanted them to go long. So one of those things where it was just tough, Coach. You talked about that.
Yep, just having to get that communication. And like we said, Callis hasn't had his number called a whole bunch of times, so probably not a ton of reps for those two to figure out what they want to do on those situations. Want to give a shout out to Big Tyler Patterson there, number 70. Shambo changed direction about 3 times, and Big TP kept his feet moving, kept his hands on his guy, didn't hold, and just kept moving to make sure that Shambo had time to get that ball off. It is not easy to keep moving when you are a big dude
Ineligible
like that.
receiver downfield, number 74. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I would like to invoke the "but he didn't mean it" clause for that one, Coach.
Ah, okay. Does that go both ways or just for cats?
Just home field.
Okay,
I believe.
okay.
You get one, he didn't mean it a game.
Okay. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Now we got a timeout by the Bears. All right, so while we got a minute here, going to the parade tomorrow, Coach?
Absolutely, of course we are. Going to be checking it out, 9:30 parade.
Timeout. Lake Zurich. 2nd timeout of the half.
Haven't decided where we're going to set up with the parade route being different because of the construction on Milwaukee Avenue.
You're a fan of that construction, by the way.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Don't get me started. Okay, I'm sorry.
So we're looking to see, it's a new route where we want to set up, where will be a good spot for it. The girls, it's one of their favorite things. We get enough candy to last us halfway through the summer between this and Halloween coming up. And it's just fun. It's a great small town event, very Americana, the high school homecoming parade through the town.
All right, what time does it start? 9:30?
9:30.
All right.
From the Metro parking lot, then going down Brainerd, and then turning west on 176.
He's moving his hand to the right. All right, Gavrick out right. Shambo is looking left. Oh, blitz. He's got a man down the middle.
Nope.
Just overshot. LaVista can run. He was hauling.
That was a good ball, too. Quinn planted his feet, kept his feet right, and threw a dart just a little overthrown. If you're overthrowing Rocco at that speed, you might have to take a little bit off of it.
So that brings up a 3rd and 15.
I like that ball from Quinn, though, because we've seen him put air under balls a couple times, but that one he just put on a frozen rope. I like to see that, the different types of throws from a young quarterback.
Play clock's down to 9. Got to hurry. 7. Here we go. 5. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Shambo still in the middle. He's going to run it. Gets out. Maybe about 6 or 7 yards. Is going to bring up a 4th and 7 with the clock still rolling down to 3:20. So that's the problem with staying in bounds. Got to hurry. That was corrected. It's 4th and 8. We're still staring, waiting for a play. 3 receivers left to the right, same formation. Shambo stays in the pocket, is looking. Oh, throws it a tight window. Nice pass.
Wow. That was a dart.
I think that was Luke Compare.
Luka Nikolic, maybe? 13?
Oh, maybe. I thought it was, oh yeah, 13. There you go.
That was a dart. Boom.
Off the back foot, too. He wasn't even pushing forward. Nice play.
And good Luka credit, too. Great concentration.
First down from the 19. Shambo.
That's trouble.
That is trouble.
So Shambo right there, very much just locked in on one receiver. Never looked anywhere else, and the Bears defense was able to hone in on that. And that one could have been picked off very easily.
All right, so 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Boy, a score here sure makes this one feel better, doesn't it, Coach?
I think so.
It does. I mean, it doesn't change the ultimate result, but it sure makes this feel better. And still lots of time. I mean, the clock is not against you here. You're not feeling like you're going to get 3 scores in the last 2.5 minutes, but let's get 1.
Sure. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Same formation, looks right. Throws a fade to Gavrick, who's got it at the 4. He's in.
Nice.
Nice play.
That's excellent.
Kristen Gavrick.
That is excellent. Nice job. Good ball, Shambo to Gavrick. I mean, we've been announcing that connection since the beginning.
Nice touch.
Nice move by Gavrick, making a guy
Quick side
miss.
step, and he's in. All right. We have a muddle.
We do have a muddle.
We have a muddle.
Let's see what we're going to look at here. Lake Zurich started running the muddle this year too, by the way, Coach. They obviously didn't tonight, but they ran it early in the year. Direct snap to Charlie True, who's going to walk it right in.
And a flag for taunting.
I think that's going to be a taunting. Yep, and Charlie knows it and is upset about it. So that's unfortunate. I mean, he got right in. That was a beautiful muddle, exactly how you draw it up. And then he just got a little excited.
The extra point is good. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike foul. Number 26, offense, taunting. 15-yard penalty administered on the kickoff.
So, Cats get that. It's unfortunate because everything you wanted right there, get a nice offensive score, make the muddle, make this whole thing feel a little better, but you still have the bad taste in your mouth for a silly penalty like that. And it almost looked like he knew it while he was doing it and tried to stop, but it was too quick.
Yep.
So what was that, from about 25 out, Coach?
Yep.
So when are basketball open gym starting, Coach?
They are starting into next week. We have basketball meetings starting, Monday. I'll be at school early in the morning to do a basketball meeting, giving out the calendar, getting ready to roll.
Wow. Doesn't feel like it's that time of year already, but.
All right, so the Cats are going to have to kick off from their 25.
Whew. The Bears' deep guy is standing at the 30.
Yep.
They're ready for an onside. Wonder if the Cats are going to go ahead and do one even on this short field. That obviously takes a little bit of wind out of your sail trying an onside. Waiting for the ref to give the okay. Always hated that.
It is onside kick, and right to the Bear, falls on it at the 35-yard line. So the Bears will take over, 2:32 left in the game, leading by a score of 21-8.
Didn't love the way that onside looked. I'm not going to lie to you, Coach. Feels like we left a little opportunity on there.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, right? All right, well, we want to thank all the crew here at Wildcat Productions. Kevin, you got a list there?
Yeah, absolutely. Our two directors for first half was Zach Pulaski and Sosi Hagupen for the second half.
Hagopian.
Hagopian, thank you, Coach. So they were our directors, and then just have a long list of people on. Technical director was Karina and Callie for the first and second half. And then the crew just in general, Catherine Gamberg, Ethan Odette, Briar Siebert, Caroline Waller, Kelly Lou, she was one of the technical directors, Felix McKennett.
Timeout. Libertyville. First timeout of the half.
Jack Neville, I apologize, Jack. Atalia Herman. Finley Atalia was in my class last year. Finley Roman, Emma Wagner, Evan Dietz, Luke Perserio, who's in my class this year, Cecilia Hamburg, Henry Kelson.
I think that's Sicily, right?
Cecily?
Yeah. What do you think? Not Cecilia.
Did I say Cecilia?
You did.
I apologize.
Let's get it right from Ms. Hamburg.
We're trying. I'm trying.
Cecily.
This is why we need professionals up here. Keeper. Oh, I think that was on the ground.
And they're calling it a completion.
Jack Carey, Karina Castillo, Sean Hooch, Elias Irze, Patrick Compare, AP Euro alum, Frida Montano, a neighbor of mine, Xander Simone, Stanley Zhao, Jack Holland, and then, of course, Eli Kelly and Dan Treptow, who get all of this set up. I didn't. I said her. She's our neighbor. I said she was my neighbor. It's Frida. They said
What you couldn't tell, ladies and gentlemen, was Mr. O'Neill was talking to the booth. And
I'd never forget Frida.
Fake inside hand. Oh! Tipped in the air. And I can't tell. Intercepted?
I think the Cats seem to be celebrating.
Yep.
Outstanding. Who caught that ball? Outstanding. Then we'll be able to see who might have caught it. We'll get a replay here. So big tip. Boom.
45.
45. Interception by Luka
Batinovic. All right, we'll take it.
And that's still against the Bears' starting offense. It's not like they've subbed wholesale here.
So what are we going to do? We're going to bring out starters? Looks like we are.
Yeah.
Work on some more things, huh?
Empty backfield. I mean, you take a shot here, right? Why not? You got a score last time. Let's see if we can make something happen here.
Snap it. Going to roll out right. Being chased. Takes it out to the 32-yard line.
Looking to the sideline. Nice job. Made a decision that he wasn't going to throw that ball. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock. Pick up, what do we get, 10?
Yep. Going a first down. Out to the 34. All right, Gavrick's out left. Once again, one covered tight at the line of scrimmage and then over the top of the safety.
Would love to get a quick one here, Coach. Come on, what do you say?
3 left, 1 right. No, 2 right. Empty backfield. Bringing a fourth rusher. Throws it in and off. Good break up there by number 41 for the Bears. Ayub Fayez. Gavrick was the intended target.
That'd be Adams Lincoln, I think, for the
I'm
Bears
sorry.
coach.
Wrong board. Lincoln Adam?
Lincoln Adams.
Lincoln Adams. There we go.
He has 2 presidents' names. What the heck is he doing? There's kids all over the world who don't have any presidents' names, and he has 2 of them.
All right, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Still waiting for the play to come in.
So no huge rush here because the clock stopped on an incomplete, obviously. Bears rushing 3, complete to True.
Out of bounds at the 40. Going to be 3rd and 4, maybe?
This is where I find it very fascinating from somebody who is not an offensive coordinator, never really was. Even when I called plays for a little while, is not an offensive coordinator. What is your goal here? Is your objective working on things? Are you trying to take big strikes? Are you looking to just put together a drive? I'd be very curious to talk to either Coach Davis at some point or Coach Shack?
It's got to be your 2-minute offense, right? I mean, we got the ball back with about a minute and a half. Chambeau stays in the pocket, kind of moves out to the right, throws it away. Nothing there. Going to bring up a 4th down in about 4.
Is that only the second time Chambeau's ended up on the ground today? I know he was sacked once. I feel like it might, I mean, except when he ran for it, obviously.
Of course.
But I feel like that might be only the second time he's ended up with his keister on the turf.
All right, 4th down and 4, minute 21 to go.
Which, when you're in a game against a good team and you've got a young quarterback, that's something you put a feather in the cap for both the offensive line and for the quarterback.
Absolutely. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Getting to get tight here. 2 receivers right, 3 left. Chambeau on the near hash. They're bringing an extra linebacker, and it's picked off. Picked off down to the 35, down to the 30. Tackled at the 28.
Theo Schmidt said, "You are not getting away from me."
That was Tyler Berkeley on the interception. It looked like he undercut the route a little bit.
Yeah, nice play by the linebacker there. Quinn's trying to get it in, get just enough for a first. Oh, that was bobbled
behind
on the
him a little bit, yeah.
And then Theo Schmidt says, "Nope, I got you, little man."
All right, so still a minute 12 to go. Looks like victory formation.
The Cats have a couple timeouts left, I believe, but depends on what they're going to do here.
And they do take a knee. What are the Cats going to do?
Nope, Cats are just letting it wind down, saying we're down 2 scores. We don't want to, can't stop them anyway with a minute left, even 2 timeouts.
Don't want to get anybody hurt.
Correct.
The band all lined up in front of us.
Nice, there we go. I love that they have Animal from the Muppets on their shirts.
Is that who that is?
Yep, on their sweatshirts.
I've seen the commercial. He plays the drums.
He does. He's Animal. He's a heck of a drummer. And Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, I believe, is the band that he plays in, Coach.
Okay.
So the Cats will go to 3-3. When to be 2-2 in conference right now, and we still have Lake Forest, Mundelein, Zion Benton, and Stevenson to wrap up the season coming up. So this is another tough game for the Cats. Played well, but just not well enough to get the job done against a very good Lake Zurich team that just has a feel about them this year. I mean, beating Stevenson, beating Warren like that. I mean, you got to watch out for this team. Coach Mix, thoughts?
Well, I think they really need to just keep working like what they were doing in the 4th quarter. I thought the offense looked a lot better, looked in flow. We got some more people involved. It wasn't just Chambeau, True, and Gavrick, right? Callis made some nice plays, so spread the ball around a little bit, and I thought they looked much better as they went along. So let's see if they can carry that into next week. We got to get to that 5 wins, right, Coach?
Yep, absolutely. Still need a couple here. So thanks to all of the crew. Thanks to everybody who put it all in the work for homecoming. Parade tomorrow at 9:30. Hall of Fame celebration at Austin's later in the afternoon. Dance in the evening. If you're going to the dance out there, students, make sure you make good decisions. And thank you to everybody for watching and listening tonight. On behalf of Coach Mix, everybody from Wildcat Productions, this is Kevin O'Neill, and hope you had as much fun as we did.